home are ready for a change, Seller's Advantage is here to make selling your home easy. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs, no hassle. With Seller's Advantage, you're in control. Close as quickly as you want and do it on your own terms. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. That's 888-390-2747 or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Gear up and get out to Kelsey's at Pachanga, the top spot in the Temecula Valley to watch all the Monday Night Football action. Dozens of TVs means all your favorite games, plus a M&F food menu fit for the greatest fans. Sliders, loaded tater tots, pulled pork pizza, and a lot more. Plus, you'll find beers on tap and incredible craft cocktails at Kelsey's. Visit Pachanga.com and follow at Pachanga Casino on Instagram for info about special and exclusive NFL team appearances. We'll see you at Kelsey's at Pachanga.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Here we go, Travis Rogers, DeMarco Farr.
The far side. You ready for the far side? I'm in the far side. You're in the far side. Go.
Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Yeah! I love how Chris says my name. Like he's tiptoeing. DeMarco Farr. Like he's tiptoeing. DeMarco Farr.
You know, we got to, I don't know if he's around today, but we got to get him to say Jean Morant at some point. He says it like he has a French accent.
How's he?
Jean Morant.
Jean Morant? Jean Morant?
He's got a Jean Morant.
Why would you make him mad? Yeah. The dude's already combustible to begin with.
Will Jean Morant return?
Jean Morant. There it is. There it is. He was there last night.
Yeah, he
doesn't
was.
like the Lakers, and he showed it along the way.
I thought we were out of Mudville. I guess we're not.
Do you believe in karma?
I do.
I
Certain
do
respects.
I do
certain
too.
respects. Yeah, why?
Remember we were talking yesterday about Emily took a little stumble the other day, and
You fell?
And I did not fall.
And everybody made fun of me.
Yeah.
No, we didn't make fun of you.
We were trying to help you.
We were trying to
Greg
help you.
made fun of me. Travis made fun of me. I think
Did you make
DeMarco
fun of
didn't.
Emily?
No.
See?
I don't, well, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
exactly,
happened?
okay?
What's the karma?
Yeah. So I'm on my walk yesterday.
Yeah.
And just in case you didn't get to hear any of the shows, we were talking about like the last time Emily had taken a fall and just that embarrassing moment when you're kind of safe and all that stuff. So I'm on my walk yesterday, and I go through this one park, and as you come through the park, you kind of come to this trailhead that starts to climb the hill. Okay.
Yeah. Decision time.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But there's one of those gates like that the city locks that when the city vehicles need to go up, they can unlock the gate.
But you can step over it and go.
There's an opening to the side.
Yeah. Okay.
It's open to pedestrians. It's just not open to cars.
Yeah.
So I go through the opening, and I'm starting to climb this hill, and I hear this bang like behind me, and I turn around and I see this older guy on his e-bike.
Oh,
and I thought he had hit a trash can. So I see a trash can kind of tipped over to the side, and he's just standing on the bike. And I'm like, and I turn around and I say to him, I say, "You okay?"
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I think so. And so I'm like, that didn't sound like he was
That's not
okay.
very
So I
convincing.
turn around, I start walking back down the hill to make sure he's okay.
Look at you, Good Samaritan.
And so as I'm getting closer, I realize he didn't hit the trash can. His wife hit the trash can. She's on the ground in the dirt.
Oh, the story just changed.
There's a trash can on its side. All the trash is out, and this trail is covered in wood chips.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they're all over.
She's got wood chips
all over the place.
And you can tell she's frightened, right? And so they're on these e-bikes. Those e-bikes go pretty fast. And the opening isn't huge, but it was certainly wide enough to drive an e-bike through.
She just missed it?
She just missed it and slammed into the can. So I go down there, and he was struggling to get her up off the ground. So we both.
How old of people are we talking here?
Late 60s?
Okay, that's not too old.
So your peers.
That's not too
now
old.
who's being mean?
Yeah.
So, not too old, but old enough to,
Yeah.
They're probably 67, 8, something like that.
Probably new retirees.
I think that's likely.
Okay.
So I go down. I'm like, hey, are you okay? And you could tell. She said, I think so. I said, well, And I said to the husband, I said, do you want me to help her up?
Oh, boy.
And
big moment for him.
And she says, yes, please. Or he says, yes, please. So we help her up, and I'm kind of brushing the wood chips off of her back.
By the way, you ain't touching my wife.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
No, they were both so scared.
I don't care how old we are. I'll do it.
Get your head out of the gutter for 40 seconds.
You ain't touching my wife. I'll do it.
If your wife is covered in stuff, you're afraid I'm making a pass at her? What's the matter with you?
No.
None of my story's ruined.
No, not making a pass.
You had to immediately go.
Not making a pass.
I'm trying to make sure this lady doesn't have a broken neck.
I'm Superman for her, not you.
He couldn't get her off the ground.
That's what I'm
DeMarco.
saying. That's a big moment for him. But go ahead. Finish the story. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
Where's the line?
Covered in chips.
Where's the line?
Where
is the line?
I did not say anything about that.
Yeah,
I was talking.
Yes, you did.
No, I was talking about being Superman. If
we
she
can't
falls,
say horny.
I am there.
Don't worry about helping an
You
elderly
took
woman
it
up.
there. I was talking about being
I didn't
Superman.
take it anywhere. I was trying to help an old lady out
That's
of
what
the
I'm
dirt.
saying. If my wife falls, I'm going to be the one that helps her up, not you. Big moment for
Okay,
him.
let's call you in 20
Thank
years
you.
and see how that goes.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like he's horny trying to help her up.
I didn't say horny. You got me saying it now. I didn't say that.
So we
Come
get
on.
her up, and I could tell she's just frazzled, right? She's embarrassed, she's a little scared, and she's okay. Like you could tell she was okay. She
Freaked
wasn't
out.
injured. And I had a bottle of water with me, just a Arrowhead bottle, right? I hadn't opened it yet. I'd only been walking for a couple.
Didn't crack the seal.
Hadn't cracked the seal yet.
Yeah.
And I said to her, "Do you want this water?" I said, "It's unopened. It's fine." And she looks at me, and she's like, "Thank you so much." And I'm like, "It's my pleasure." I said, "You're sure you're okay?" And she goes, "Yes, I'm okay." I look at him. I said, "You're good too?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Yes, I'm good." I said, "Okay." So I just turn around. I start going again, and I start going up the trail.
Nice.
And I'm going along, just whatever. I'm back, kind of just, and 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, they go past me on this trail.
On the e-bikes? Okay.
On the e-bikes.
Yeah.
What felt like going 150 miles an hour. These things are so, fast. And they slowed down a little bit as they're getting close. But thank you so much again. Yeah, no problem. Go ahead. See you later. And then they just whoosh. I'm like, maybe we slow down on those a little bit. Like there is another gate at the end of this trail. Like I walk this trail
see how
almost
the first
every day.
one
I'm like,
happened.
it's the exact same gate, just further up there with a small opening. Like, hey, lady,
were they wearing
eye on the
helmets?
trash can. They were, thankfully.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
They were.
Just got one question.
Okay.
Did you
when
touch
you helped her up,
yes.
Where did you put your hands?
I put my hand on her. I grabbed her hand.
Yes.
And I put my other hand kind of in her armpit, and we lifted her up that way.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Where were you?
I'm just saying.
I don't. Like usually when you say "I'm just saying," I kind of know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying right now.
If that was my wife and I couldn't get off the bike to help her up, first of all, that would be tough for me.
Yeah.
Second of all, I want to see where you put your hands. Just making sure.
I clasped.
Is
her
he on
hand.
the e-bike too?
He had gotten off to help her up as well.
Oh, he got off the bike already.
Yes.
Okay. If I'm sitting on the bike and you got your hand on the
he
wrong
got
spot,
off,
you might get
but
hit with an e-bike. You may get. I'm just saying.
Here, I need to make a new list of if I ever see an old person down and they look a little bit like DeMarco Florida. Just keep going. You know what I'm going to do? Good luck. Your husband threatened me 20 years ago. I hope you don't have any broken legs.
Rub some dirt on it, honey. Get up. You're okay.
So your wife goes to the hair salon to get her hair done
all the time.
There is a male hairdresser.
Yes.
Can he touch her?
Absolutely. Go for it. Yes.
Okay,
I don't do hair. I don't do hair. That's not what I do.
She falls in the hair salon. Can he
falls
pick
in the
her
hair
up?
salon.
Can he pick her up?
Am I sitting there or no?
Am
I in the salon or no?
You are.
If I'm in the salon, that's my gig.
Okay.
You look to me first. If I say okay.
I asked
first
of all.
right.
I didn't just.
But I'm not going to ask.
I didn't
I'm going
throw
over.
her over my shoulder like King Kong and just drag her
I'm
up the
going
hill.
over. Come on.
I said, "Would you like me to help you up?" And they both said, "Yes, please."
If I can't help my wife up, then we're not riding e-bikes. There.
They looked like they were having a good time right up until she hit the trash can. They looked like they were having a good time after they hit the trash can.
If something happens, I'm the guy. That's me.
I'm just thinking, God, I hope somebody helps me up because first of all, I'm never getting on an e-bike because they're too fast.
Yeah.
But like a regular bike maybe, and I could hit something on a regular bike.
Okay, what if your wife was on an
Brenda,
e-bike
cancel
alone?
Travis's birthday present.
On an e-bike alone? Never going to happen. That's it. End of story. Nope. right there.
What century are we living in? I
don't
feel
know. If we are on e-bikes, yes. She on e-bike by herself? No.
Why
She's
not?
just trying to get to her salon.
She's not going to roll that. She's not going to do that by herself.
Does she drive by herself?
Of course she does. She can drive. Okay. I'm just saying. If she's on an e-bike, I'm going to be there. Come on now.
Okay, she's driving by herself to the grocery store. She trips coming out of her car. A nice man goes, "Hi, are you okay?"
My first question, are you okay? Second question, where did he put his hands?
Oh, God.
And did you get an address?
What are you afraid of?
I'm just saying. I'm not afraid of anything. Just saying.
Clearly you are.
There's
because you're gripping so tight.
There's things you can do and you can't do.
I was
especially when I'm
an old lady off the ground.
Well, yeah. That's my job.
Also, are you going to ask where the woman touched her, too? Because,
woman touch
we're in
too.
2024. What if a woman goes and helps your wife?
You're calling Travis a woman?
No.
Oh.
I'm asking the situation. A woman tries to help your wife up.
I was just trying to get to the point of that. Yesterday we were talking about falls, and I witnessed a fall, and I felt terrible because this lady was, I think she was more embarrassed than hurt.
Yeah.
And just a little more surprised, for lack of she was riding her bike, and the next thing you know, she's in the wood chips.
That could be shocking.
Yeah.
I bet you're expecting some pain, broken bones.
It was loud.
Scary.
Because it was one of those metal, old school metal trash cans. It made a loud noise.
Dap, though. I'm so happy that you turned around and went back.
Anybody would.
Well, I mean, I thought you were the guy that had your head down and you just walk and you ignore people.
If everybody's healthy, I'm going to keep moving.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if an old lady wipes out into a trash can,
I didn't know. Good. I thought you would just keep walking.
At first, I thought it was just the guy. I turned around and I'm like, "You good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." And then I'm like, "Yeah, it didn't sound like you were good." I would want somebody to help my dad. I would want somebody to help my mom.
Do you expect him to use magic to help this woman up?
No, I've helped people. There was an old guy that collapsed when I was walking. I helped him up. I'm happy you were a good Samaritan.
Where'd you put your hands to pick up the guy? No, I'm just kidding.
Armpits.
Again,
protocol.
we're in 2024.
Protocol.
It's really the only way to help somebody up, right? Is hand.
Actually, I gave him my arm.
Okay,
you hang on and do what you can, and then I'll work.
Kind of like this. And then armpit and up.
Up and up we go. Yeah. Yes, of course. Good job.
Good,
See,
good.
Absolutely.
She had on this sweater too that was
a
magnet for wood chips. So she was covered in wood chips.
See, I'm getting mad. You're just describing her sweater now? Come on, dude.
It's a sweater!
You're not even supposed to know that. See? That's what I'm saying.
He's supposed to erase it from his mind? What are we doing here?
When we come back.
Your job is to get her.
Should have kicked her and she said, "Hey, buddy, you weak ass old man. I'm going to punk you and get out of here."
See,
You
now you're in my head. Now you're in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. You're helping my wife up? What are you doing?
She's up. Did you get a bunch of smoke at your place yesterday?
I got some.
I got ash
from Malibu,
smoke.
right?
Yeah,
some.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Gross.
God bless.
It was coming through my shower window.
Yeah.
That's how smoky. And it's like, there's no fire anywhere near me. I
couldn't see it from.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I couldn't
and then
see
I got back and I'm like, why is my shower
Anybody
covered
seen fire
in ash?
over there? No? Okay. Crazy.
They're coming. It's that time of year. All right, it is a Ticket Thursday. We have Hollywood Park Casino ultimate prize packs and tickets to see Ricky Gervais at the Holiday Bowl.
Really?
Yeah, there you go.
Funny.
So make
Hollywood
sure that you're
Bowl.
listening. What did I say?
You said Holiday Bowl.
Oh,
There's also a Holiday Bowl.
That's also a
Ricky
Holiday
Gervais may attend the Holiday Bowl at some point in his life.
Hollywood
I don't know,
Bowl.
but
Ricky
he will
Gervais.
be performing at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
There we go. Ricky
help
Gervais
up his wife.
at the Hollywood Bowl.
And know your Rams trivia.
Yeah, this is. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what to do.
If Susan falls and I help her up, aren't you kind of mad?
No.
We need a DeMarco's rules for
No,
relationships.
no.
You got a playbook?
I'm not. You know what I would say?
What?
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you for helping my
Okay.
wife in a moment
You
of
wouldn't be
need.
watching my hands at all.
No.
Just making sure. Okay. Now I know.
Are you that unable to control yourself that you're going to try to cop
Just
a feel?
asking.
to
No,
help?
I just worry about other people. I'm normal.
Clearly.
I'm normal. Everybody else is crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
D'Angelo Russell got quasi-benched and called out after last night's game. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL, realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
Hey, it's Travis here for Prize Picks. You know Prize Picks by now, right? Pick more, pick less. It really is that easy. Why not take what is some of the best times of the year? You got baseball, basketball, football, hockey, everything you can think of, and make it even better with Prize Picks. All you have to do is pick more or less. And right now, you can win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. There's a reason that Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, so that your lineups stay in play even if one of your favorite players gets injured. And if your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup alive. So why not join Prize Picks? It is the absolute best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users, including me, and sign up today. Put in that promo code 710 when you sign up, and you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. Choose an Amazon locker or counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, Travis Matthew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, Travis Matthew brings that same style to USC fans with their first ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic Cardinal and Gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days and style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at travismatthew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text POWER to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text POWER to 42424. That's POWER to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Solving the world's problems.
Remix.
Travis and DeMarco Show.
Don't you fall.
You know what I don't want this to happen, but you know what I kind of would maybe kind of sort of like to see happen?
What?
Like maybe you, like, I don't know, there's a play on the sidelines, right? You know, sometimes guys go flying out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right? And somehow you get tangled up in the scrum.
No, they'll never get me. They'll never get me.
And you get knocked over and everybody's like, you're on your own, pal.
Bro, I'm waiting for that moment. It hasn't happened, but they'll never get me.
Fast. Why do you say they'll never get you?
Because I keep my eyes open. I know where the plays are coming from.
I know you do.
tell people, I'm like, dude, you're going to get hit if you don't move.
I was standing on the sidelines at a Texas A&M Oklahoma football game. I'm on the A&M side.
Yeah.
And I literally have my toes on the sideline, like I'm on the sideline. Plays on the far side of the field. Okay.
Yeah.
Play gets blown up, and now it's coming back towards me.
Yeah.
It was like a thundering herd
Here
of
it comes.
elephants coming,
Oh, yeah.
and it's on top of you before you know it.
Yes.
Like they're 40 yards away. They're on the other side of the field, and now they're right in front of me. It is terrifying.
See, that's the thing. That instinct goes up. When they start coming back, I start backing up. The ones where people always get caught is punt.
Oh.
Because they're watching the flight of the ball.
Oh.
And there's a gunner coming straight at them, and they can't even see. I'm like, dude, you need to watch this stuff.
It happens fast.
Oh, it does.
It happens fast. So when you go down,
Crazy.
I want to watch. I don't know.
It'll never
Michael
happen.
Hoyt walk by you and just go, "Yep."
They'll never get me. You know what? When they
Never
do knock
say
those
never.
people
You
down,
just said you
they'll
believe in
never get
karma.
me. When they do knock those old guys down, help them up, please. Players, I hate that. Don't you guys hate that?
Emily, of course. I don't want to watch anybody get knocked down.
Yeah.
Thursday, November 7th, 9:18 m. They will never get me. DeMarco Farr. Just
It's been 9 seasons. You'll never get me.
And social media, please clip that so that when we have the video,
Let me
we
say
can
it
put over
again
top.
for the people in the back. They will never get me.
You are still a
Ever.
young man. At some point, you will be an older man.
They will never get me. Never, ever, ever. You will never see me on the ground out there. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
Now I'm kind of
Unless I'm wrestling with
If
somebody.
anybody in the Rams is listening.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. You can't set me up to be hit. Wait, hold on.
We're going to remember that stupid.
You can't put a bounty on my head.
Did you guys do that stupid thing when you were kids at school?
What?
Where one guy would sneak up on the other guy, get on, boom. What was that called? Low bridge or whatever? Like
High-low.
Tabletop.
Yeah.
Did you guys go to the tabletop?
Travis.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Come on, bro.
Like how did every 8-year-old boy not have a broken neck
Or a
at some point?
concussion.
Or both?
Right. Of course we did.
Yeah. You know what'd be funny? Let's knock our friends onto their skulls. That's what boys do.
It was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It was in Porky's.
It's in
This is what
everything.
high school people do. Yes.
Oh, so you were doing it high. We were more like junior high. That was.
Oh,
kind of
really?
the
You
most-
stopped?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
no.
did stop.
I've
We
been
did-
trying to set you up for 2 months.
Lakers lose last night to the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies went over 100. I'm going to lay this out and I'll let you
Yeah.
decide.
Oh, where's my
We
stats?
want to talk about the fact that the Lakers gave up 130 or more for the second time in a 5-game road trip, that they are the 28th ranked team defensively in the league, defensive efficiency, that LeBron James was the only one that appeared to be playing hard, or that John Morant and LeBron James decided to go at one another last night. Where do you want to start?
I like the Ja versus
Let's do it.
LeBron thing.
I loved that.
It was entertaining, right?
It was incredibly entertaining.
It was incredibly stupid, too.
For who?
For LeBron.
Why?
You're too damn old to be getting into it with these young guys.
You're LeBron James. You can do whatever you
You
want.
are too damn old
To
to
do
be
what?
getting into
LeBron
it.
played great.
I'm going to give Ja Morant, who is smaller, the he's too small thing.
I mean, he was too small
than
to
you.
LeBron.
He is smaller than you. What you
Right.
do is you score the bucket and run back.
Oh, come
Why?
on.
Seriously, it's not. I mean, you do that when a guy's bigger than you and say he's too small. You're calling out the obvious. Ja Morant is too small to guard me. Well, who didn't know that? Who
I
didn't
don't
know
think
that
it was
Ja Morant
meant
is
to
too
be
small?
taken literally.
But-
I think it was. I think it was one of those things that look. LeBron had arguably his best game of the season. LeBron was great last night.
Fantastic, which is a shame in itself.
LeBron didn't, light the fire under the other guy and then get embarrassed by the other guy handing him the business.
No.
That's not what happened. LeBron more than held his own. LeBron was
Yeah.
terrific. The other guys on the court should probably
You
feel a certain way.
ignited the Grizz.
He did his job.
You disrespected their LeBron. How did you think they were going to respond, LeBron?
Hopefully, your guys would respond to it as well.
I said, well, and you're shorthanded,
Yeah.
and this is a different group. And LeBron is how old? And he played
157.
That's what I'm saying. And he's the best player. So that tells
He's
you about
playing
the rest of the
hardest, too.
roster, right?
You know, I liked it the most.
What?
I liked it because I like watching cool stuff on TV.
It's a great highlight.
It
Yeah.
was a great back and forth, and especially in the and this is true of most sports, but I think it's probably more easy to see in the NBA.
Yeah.
Everybody's buddies. Everybody's like, hey man, I love this guy, and they hug after the game. And I guess I don't hate it, but John Morant after the game's like, I don't like the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
They took us out. I don't like those guys. And that he took it personally, and it's like, no, you don't get to do that to me. It was great TV. It was great theater.
I'm sure it was,
I loved The genuine, I don't like this. Usually it's we're going back and forth. We're going to smile at each other, running up and down the court. I like the hostility.
This is the difference. See, that's entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
That does not matter to me. What matters is wins. And the one thing you don't want to do is wake them up. And
they were winning already.
But you don't want to wake them up and inspire them. Any chance you had to come back or win that game, come on. You fired them up. Now it becomes, we got to beat the Lakers. We want to show you how much we hate LeBron.
Already.
We want to show you how much these guys aren't like us. That's what I'm saying.
They were the better team.
Score the bucket on the smaller
guy,
run back and play defense.
It was awesome. I loved every minute.
I bet it was.
I hope
that was an awesome loss.
I hope. Quite frankly, here, look. I don't mean to spoil this for you.
Yeah.
The Lakers are going to barely make the playoffs. So from now until the end of the season, we got they're 4-4. So that's It's 8. They got 74 games left.
Yes.
Over the next 74 games, I'd like to be entertained in many.
You know
of them.
who else didn't like that awesome loss? J.J. Redick.
But that
is the best thing I liked.
Not because of that.
But go after people.
No. I just want to be entertained. They're going to win enough games. They're going to be somewhere between 7 and 10 because guess what? That's the same team they had last year. But I'm with you on the JJ
Perhaps we
thing.
did misspeak. Maybe we drank the Kool-Aid on J.J. Redick a little too soon. And we took some heat because of that. But I think all Laker fans are hoping for something different and positive.
The water found its own level.
Water seeps to its own level. Yeah.
The talent is the talent on this team. LeBron James is still a special player. Anthony Davis is still a special player.
Yeah, and he wasn't there. Yeah.
The rest of your team is a work in progress.
Yes.
And it's the same work in progress that you had a year ago.
I'd like to see this again, and you're going to in what, 4 games?
Something like that.
A week, whatever it is. I'd like to see this again with AD on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to be better
because Memphis attacked at will. Because there's no...
Memphis is better than the Lakers.
But there's no rim protection. Their best defender is out. I would go at him. That's 100%. What I'm saying.
The Lakers can beat the Grizz for sure.
Yeah.
But I like that. Do you have the sound from J.J. Redick here? Let me know when you got that.
I want to hear sound from Ja.
I loved that Redick called out everybody not named LeBron James. That he said that the guy that was playing the hardest is our 40-year-old guy.
That's ridiculous.
That it is ridiculous. And that LeBron's still LeBron, which is its own topic altogether. And he didn't play D'Lo much in the second. D'Lo only played 6 minutes in the second half. D'Lo did not. He only played 22 minutes in the game, and he called him out afterwards, saying, "Look, there are nights where he's really good at this stuff, and there are nights when he falls back into some bad habits."
So here's JJ talking about D'Lo and what he had to do to approach his managing of his minutes.
Level of compete, attention to detail. Some of the things we have talked with him about for a couple of weeks, and at times he's been really good with that stuff, and other times it's just reverting back to certain habits, but. It wasn't like a punishment. It just felt like, for us to have a chance to win this game, that was the route we wanted to take.
Okay, so
do you like that answer, or do you like the raw?
I think that's the step before the raw.
Okay.
I think that's
what's the raw part of that.
The dude is not doing what we're asking him to do, and he's not competing every night.
And I put his butt on the bench.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
raw.
what
I heard.
That's what he said.
Yes.
He just said it in a slightly more diplomatic fashion. What he said was,
you got to tiptoe around D'Angelo.
A level of compete. Okay, that means he wasn't trying.
Yes.
Attention to detail.
That means he
wasn't trying.
Brain fart. Yes.
He reverts back to certain habits. Bad habits.
Yes.
Right? These are all...
certain habits.
He falls into certain habits. You know what? Has anybody ever said certain habits and meant good habits?
No. He's got certain good habits? No.
He's got certain things he does. That means stop doing that.
No.
Stop doing that thing.
And no more. You can't call him D'Lo ever again. His name is D'Angelo. You don't get a cool nickname.
Okay.
You don't get a cool nickname when you get put on the bench. You are D'Angelo Russell from now on.
They're in such a weird spot. They've been... From the moment D'Angelo Russell's been in the league, they've been trying to, and this is not just the Lakers. This is everybody. That's
they've tried to make him a player.
Everybody, and they've tried to get rid of him almost from the moment that they've shown up.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And it's one of those things because he is a talented guy, but he is what he is. And you're more optimistic than I am. I kind of tend to believe that once I've seen you for a few years, it's kind of who you are. If you continue to get better, then I think you will continue to get better. But if you are a man with certain habits,
yes,
and 5 years from now, those certain habits are the same certain habits you had when you started, guess what? It's not going away. certain habits.
If this were, see, where I'm from, if this were football, he's gone already.
Well, he was. He's back.
No, I mean, like, gone. Like, never again, banished forever. But the problem is the highs are really high. When he's really playing well and playing inspired ball, he's a game changer. He changes the offense. He is. I mean, when he's playing well, when he's really firing and hitting and engaged and not making those certain mistakes.
Certain
habits. When he's playing within the system, the guy is actually functional and can help you win.
He's functional
That's what
for
I mean.
sure. That's
yes.
the hard part is exactly that. I don't
Getting
think he's
him
a
to
game
that
changer.
point?
I don't think he's a game changer.
Well,
he doesn't impact winning at all.
But he makes the offense go. He's not a part of it. That's what I'm saying. He's a game changer.
I'm with you on that. So I think where he's in the weirdest spot because he's certainly not a star. But he's also not a rank and file guy. He's whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever that middle ground between those two.
He's not a scrub.
No,
and he's not a star.
No,
he's very good.
He's pretty good.
That's the problem.
And you need him because you got to play 82 games.
Yeah,
he's going to average 20 points a game.
See,
he's going to do the thing.
That's JJ's job. Him and Rui. Everything else will take care of itself. LeBron will take care of itself. AD will take care of itself. Can you make these guys consistent? Can you make Rui tougher?
Can anybody?
Well, we're going to find out.
I mean,
because that's what Darvin Ham could not do.
Well, it's not just Darvin Ham. D'Angelo Russell's been on a lot of teams, played for a lot of coaches, and his game is kind of his game. It just is what it is.
He's a coach killer.
He's just a guy that you can't just throw away for nothing because you need him. But he's also a guy that nobody's really dying to have on their team.
I would not trade. You can't trade him. His value is too low, and you'd get fleeced. Because
I don't think there is value. But it's not. Look. The Lakers don't have enough functional bodies like we're talking about. They need him to play every night. They need him to score points every night. They need him to contribute to what they do every night. And to just say, we're done with it, that's not an option. You need to have somebody take all those shots, replace all those points, take all those minutes. They don't have – Gabe Vincent played a little bit last night, and this kills me because I love my fellow Gaucho.
Yeah.
That ain't the answer. You know what I mean? Like that's just not what that is.
I think you have to find a way to motivate D'Angelo Russell to play better, more consistently, and that is JJ's job.
Let's talk about that next, DeMarco, because I think you're right, and let's try to figure out how you do that, and let's try to figure out if it's even possible.
Because I would use soap and socks like Full Metal Jacket, but we can't do that anymore.
Code Red?
Yes.
We'll do that next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. $88 for a drain cleaning right now. That's what Next Gen's offering you. That's an incredible price on something that you've probably been thinking you need to do for quite some time. So pick up your phone and call Next Gen. 833-3-NEXGEN. That's 833-3-NEXT-GEN. And that, of course, is the official plumbing, heating, and air conditioning company of SoCal sports fans. Absolutely the best in the business. I've had them out to my house twice. They came out to look at my air conditioning. They've come out and helped me when my water heater was on the fritz. So they've got you covered with every little thing when it comes to your plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. And let me ask you this. Laundry room, garage maybe it's the kitchen sink, maybe it's a bathroom sink. You got that sink somewhere in your house that just doesn't drain right? Get them on out there. Have them take care of it. Just $88 along the way. Expert plumbing, heating, and AC solutions. A unbelievably trusted name for all of your home comfort needs. Next Gen. 833-3-NEXT-GEN. 833-3-NEXGEN. Or visit nextgenaaronplumbing.com to schedule online.
You never have to miss a moment.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize Invisalign. Enter now at espnla.com. And remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
With the season in full swing, stay up to date with Lakers emails sent straight to your inbox. Each email offers something different. Lakers pregame emails get you game day essentials before tip-off, from projected starters to game times, while Lakers weekly emails gives you exclusive Lakers content created especially for subscribers. Never miss a minute of the action by signing up now at Lakers.com/emails. That's Lakers.com/emails.
You never expect a game-ending double play, walk-off grand slam in the World Series, or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Travis with DeMarco and Evan Cohen.
Only one all-star team you can call to pinch hit for you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call this number, 213-747-2000.
Don't get struck out by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation that you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team hit it out of the park for you.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, on September 21st, 2019, UCLA trailed Washington State 49-17 with under 7 minutes left in the third quarter. From that point forward, the Bruins erased that 32-point deficit, outscoring the Cougars 50-14 to win 67-63.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Attention football fans, the season's heating up, and that means it's time for jaw-dropping plays, spectacular touchdowns, and memories that'll last a lifetime. So if you're looking to grab the best seats for all the excitement, Vivid Seats is your go-to playmaker. With an incredible selection of tickets and a game-changing rewards program, Vivid Seats is your ticket to every thrilling moment. Don't miss out. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Can I ask Corey a question?
Of course.
Soccer man yourself. Is goalie the easiest position to learn?
Oh, no way.
No, to learn.
To learn? No.
Because I played soccer and I was a goalie.
Right.
I know nothing about soccer. I love it, but they stuck me in the net.
Emily played goalie. You thought it was easy, Em?
No, goalie's not easy, but it's also to me, I think it's the best position to learn how to watch the game.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing everything come in front of you, and also I think goalies make the best coaches because you see everyone else's impact on the game.
I know it's hard, but it's the easiest place to put a kid who doesn't know how to play.
So I think it's the best place if you do not have foot skills. It's the best place to be.
Yeah, okay.
You have to have hand-eye coordination. You have to know angles. You have to know when to come and when to go. How to direct people. How to project.
How to come at the ball. How to come out. How to attack the.
Our high school team lost its goalie, and they said, "Do you want to play?" I said, "I don't know how." They said,
"You'd never in high school."
They asked me to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said, "Just can you play goal?"
Catch the ball.
He said, "Keep the ball out of the net." I said, "Great. Okay. Can I hit the guy?" No. Okay.
Unless he has the ball, then you can go at his legs. For me, it's like if you put me on a soccer field right now, it would probably look like I've never played soccer because I have like basically no foot skills. But I can be a goalie and I can punt. I can throw the ball.
What is the easiest? Because every sport has it. What's the easiest position to play in soccer?
Up in the top.
Up top.
Like usually, okay. So
if you're a good runner,
yeah. Usually when I played and we had new guys, since the coaches didn't know if he was a good defender or he had the condition to go up and down like you would as a midfielder, they would put you on the top.
Okay.
We just feed you the ball.
Yeah.
We feed you the
and
ball.
You just kick it in.
And you try to kick it in, or you wait, you hold it until the people around you move around. And then, But that's
you just have to be fast.
I wasn't bad at goalie. I was pretty good.
What's the easiest position in football?
Easiest position of probably guard. It's so simple. It's block the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every sport has one.
You have the least amount of responsibility of anybody. Just the guy in front of you, make sure he doesn't touch our guy.
Every sport has one.
Yeah, that's it.
Baseball, it's third base.
Stand there.
You know what the rule is?
What?
If the ball's not hit you, go to the bag.
That's it?
That's basically it.
No wonder they put me on third.
If the ball's not hit, if the ball's not hit to you,
go to the bag.
Go to the bag.
Wow. Where were you in high school? I could have played baseball.
Yeah, that's yes. And then followed closely by left field.
Oh.
If the ball's not hit to you, just stand there.
Fair enough. See, I couldn't play baseball because I had certain habits.
Go on.
I had certain habits. Kind of like D'Angelo Russell, I would just kind of wander off.
Where would you go?
Mentally. I don't know. I'm just thinking,
I thought you meant like you'd leave the ballpark.
I need action. So when I'm just standing there, I start daydreaming, playing with dandelions.
Anybody that does like baseball, man, I just can't. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yes.
I don't feel that, but I get like, you just want me to stand. The ball may never come to me. Yeah, it might not.
That's being a goalie.
Yeah.
I could go a whole game, have 2 saves.
Right.
And the rest of the time, I'm just like watching the gameplay.
It's but it's like, terrifying when it comes at you, though. Like, eventually, it's going to come at you as a goalie.
I never thought it was terrifying.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, can't you bring a coach out there to play catch with me? No? Something to keep me interested.
Bring a book.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Nice
certain
magazine
habits.
or something.
Yes.
You put it in your back pocket. You go out there
that's why I
and
wasn't
educate yourself.
shocked by J.J. Redick's comments. I've heard those before. I have certain habits.
And let's play the one where he's talking about how LeBron was the hardest playing player on the court last night.
I think LeBron was fantastic tonight. I mean, the biggest thing that stood out, I mean, I had no idea he had 39 until I'm not looking at the box scores during the game, but, he played hard. He's almost 40 years old and played the hardest on our team. Says a lot about him.
I got to call bull snot on that. You really, these coaches don't know how many points you have?
Oh, I believe that.
Really?
Sure.
Isn't it right there in the building?
Yeah, but they're thinking about other things.
No.
I mean, maybe they glance at it occasionally, but they got a million. I'm sure he knew he had a lot of points, but exactly how many at any given time?
Does McVay think about how many receptions Cooper Kupp has?
I'm sure he probably knows who scored and how many times.
Yes, but it's a little like in football.
Basketball different. Yeah,
it would almost be like, how many yards does Cooper Kupp have in the middle of the third quarter? I don't know. Like a lot or not enough?
Well, he may not. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true.
You would kind of know.
Exact numbers, no.
Right.
But points in basketball, he's right there. Okay, all right.
I think what's interesting in that is that LeBron was great tonight. He played the hardest at 40 years old.
Yeah.
He's calling out everyone but him. And I like it. I do. That this is, look, they've played 8 games. He just put D'Angelo Russell into the blender. He just put the rest of the team under a microscope as far as effort goes. And look, you can say, guy didn't make shots tonight. Okay, so you're going to miss shots. You can say, guy turned the ball over a few times. Okay.
I guess that makes him a better coach than Darvin Ham.
It makes him a more accountable coach than Darvin
That's
Ham.
what I mean. It's all a part, in totality. Part of it is answering questions about your team, especially when they lose.
Yeah.
And this makes him a little bit better because he's being a little more direct with it and not so blasé. Like, you're winning and dying with every loss. That's not good. No, this is direct. LeBron was the best player, and we can't have that. I like that.
And effort. LeBron can be your best player, but he can't be the guy trying harder than everyone else.
Did you see that?
Right.
I saw LeBron like as the only guy that really knew, like kind of knew what he was doing.
Well, both.
Yeah.
But I think last night the Lakers did not look good. Their defense is bad, and not that there isn't some technique and some scheme involved, but defense is a lot of effort. Defense is a lot of I'm willing to, and the rest of them just really. And LeBron at this point in his career isn't a great defender, but the Lakers through the first couple of games we were talking about it. Man, that looks good. That looks crisp. That looks sharp. The effort looked high level.
Yeah.
The last few nights, it's just not true.
It seemed to me like Memphis was more intense and played with more effort, and that's why I think LeBron stood out because he was the only one that kind of matched that effort. And it seemed like everyone else was trying to figure it out.
But isn't that a coaching thing to get guys to play hard every night?
Well, okay, yes. In practice, you set the tone, the tempo, going out, shoot around, what have you. But once you cross the line, it's on you. And you don't need a coach to tell you that they're playing harder and faster than we are.
The difference could be I could sit you down and I could play someone else. And that's what he did with Russell.
Yeah, that is your weapon as a coach. I'll just limit how much I play you. But I think that's for your on-the-floor leader. Hey, man, pick it up. Maybe that's why he was trying to go at Ja Morant, trying to start something. I don't know.
The Lakers are off to about exactly the start that before we saw the first couple of games. If you would have said, where are the Lakers through 8 games? I don't know, about 500? How are the Lakers through 20 games?
I think I
Where
might
are they?
take that. Yeah.
About 500? Like the answer for me at least, they're slightly better than average. I think that they have moments where they look good. They have moments where they look like last night. But in totality, they are slightly better than average. So that they are where they are doesn't surprise me. that JJ has already gone to the. I'm going to call out his effort. I'm going to call out his. I threw
Almost.
It away.
He hasn't really thrown anybody under the bus yet.
He threw D'Angelo. Maybe not throw him under the bus, but he very clearly singled him out and everybody not named LeBron James for their effort and commitment and want.
He's DEFCON 3. Yes.
8 games in.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's DEFCON 3.
That's 10% of the season.
I mean, listen to this. This is how he ended his press conference.
JJ, you're talking a lot about two or three guys, getting them to put in the effort. You talked a lot about wanting to play hard and LeBron being the guy that played hard in tonight's game. How do you address that with the team? What's your philosophy for approaching that?
I just did.
Heck yeah. There you go, JJ.
And as he was walking away, he said, and I told them the same thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Get him. Yes, sir. Who said they wanted fighting back in the NBA? Missoula.
Joe Missoula.
Joe Missoula.
Yeah.
So John Morant hitting LeBron in the back. Would that be worthy of a fight? I'm asking if that's what he wants. If he wanted fighting back in the NBA, would that count?
You'd have to ask Joe Missoula, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Would that be fight worthy in the 70s?
God, every game.
Shoving a superstar in the back.
People that aren't old enough or don't. There were fights in the NBA frequently
for nothing.
For like it wasn't like it. It wasn't quite hockey, but it wasn't.
It was
far
close.
Off from
it was
hockey.
close. There was like guys squaring off. It was normal.
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
It was normal.
It wasn't like, hey, did you see that fight tonight? You'd be like, which one?
There was another one. Yeah, right there.
Which one? I like that he's going to this early because this to me signals somebody that isn't just there to be there. That is,
JJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
This signals somebody to me that is seeing stuff he doesn't like and he's calling it out quickly.
Well, that part I like, yes.
Because if he went to this, let's say they played 10% of the season. Let's say they played 30% of the season. It's like, yeah, dude, you just burned off, 25 games. What are we doing? Like, that he's going to this early, I think is a good thing for him. I don't know if it's a good thing for the team because if guys are not pressing the gas now, when are you going to do it? But I think it's a good sign that he's willing to call out his players.
Well, like you're a DEFCON 3, so we talked about this before. One of their goals was never to lose back-to-back games,
yeah,
right?
That's gone.
And they've done it twice already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's getting close. If it gets worse, I hope he gets a little more poignant. I hope he starts calling people out by name. Because right now, I think you're getting the half measures. I'm trying not to upset people, my own players. But if this keeps happening, you're going to have to. You're going to have to shake things up. Maybe that's what's missing.
If you go to the I'm calling guys out by name, there's not much left to do after that.
If they don't respond.
Yeah. But
I hope they respond.
If you go to this guy, put his name in there, isn't giving me what I need, it better work because if it doesn't, I'm out of.
Remember
I'm
Bill
out of
Parcells?
options.
He called Terry Glenn she.
Yeah.
And everybody went crazy.
Yeah.
You know who else went crazy? Terry Glenn the next week.
Yeah.
It works. If you do it, and you better do it right. Yeah.
It has to work, or else you're now.
You look like an ogre.
And, and there's nothing like you can't make me try, dude.
Right.
Okay. Now then, what am I doing?
We'll
here?
see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I like JJ. I don't love what I've seen so far, but hopefully they make some moves to get some better players because the top is great, the middle
trade
not so. Yeah, and they've got a draft pick. They this is something they.
I heard Schroeder may come back.
I've heard that too.
I didn't mind him. Why did people hate him so much?
He's a good player.
That's what I thought.
He didn't fit great with LeBron, but maybe
because he's black German.
I don't think that's why. I don't know, but that would
with blonde hair.
I wouldn't think so. He's got a little speck in his hair.
Yeah. How do I talk to this guy?
No, I think this is true.
Yeah.
You can fact check me on this. I believe his mom is a hairdresser, and he does that for her.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's right.
I wish I'd never known that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to take that right now.
I think that's what his
Your
mother
mom does your hair, bro?
No, she doesn't do it.
Oh.
It's like an homage to his mother.
Oh, I thought you meant his mom does his hair.
Also, if she's a hairdresser, she can do
that's
his
what
hair.
I thought you meant your mom is doing the hair. No, we can't be having that, bro.
What's wrong about that?
No, your mom can't be doing that. Yeah, we're grown men.
You have do me a favor tonight when you get home. Write down all these
grown
rules
men.
because I don't understand these man rules that we're never.
Someone's mom is doing your hair.
No.
Nobody ever taught me.
Likely, someone's mom is doing your hair.
If your mom does your hair, call us at 877.
We'll make DeMarco leave the room so you can speak honestly.
Just don't fall.
Exactly. The Far Side coming up next. Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
John Ireland here to tell you about my friends at Mirror Audio Video in Westwood. Listen. like Crestron, Nice, Lutron, or Control 4, it's got to be Mir and no one else. Why? Because for more than 40 years, the biggest names in Hollywood, sports, and business have all trusted Mir, and so should you. Want to learn more? Call 310-234-4010 or check them out at miraudiovideo.com today.
Inspired by Southern California's laid-back yet active lifestyle, TravisMathew creates premium men's and women's apparel designed to make you look and feel your best no matter the activity. Now, TravisMathew brings that same style to USC fans with their first-ever collegiate collaboration. Designed with the iconic cardinal and gold, this collection carries the tradition and legacy of USC. Gear up for game days in style. New customers get 20% off their first order with code 710 at TravisMathew.com. That's code 710. Offer valid online only.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
No turkey? No stuffing? No gravy? Oh no! Tell me it's not too late! Tell me it's not too late! Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Get a 16-inch hard-shelled roller suitcase when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 12th.
Number 2.
Veterans Day freebie. Rewards members get a free military rubber duck. The 11th.
And the number 1 reason.
Just hilarious. Live January 11th.
Morongo. Good times.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about a newer sponsorship deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. And there's never any upfront fees. They collect when you collect. And for the record, their win-loss record puts them in the top of the standings. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like North America's #1 home fire safety brand, Kidda. Because on a day full of football sounds you love, like fight songs, roaring crowds, and your favorite commentators...
like me, Kirk Herbstreit.
The last sound you want to hear is... Defend your game time with Kidda and the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Based on total household installations as of December 2023.
When you switch and save with Progressive, you could use that money towards scoring courtside seats for your favorite team. Progressive cannot guarantee that you can score courtside seats. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds on average, but courtside seats can be astronomical. Maybe if your team plays in a smaller market, you could swing it. Even still, it's unlikely. Maybe fourth row, which are still incredible seats that you'll enjoy greatly. Savings possible. Courtside, long shot. Switch and see if you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates. Not available in all states. Progressive cannot guarantee that someone really tall will not sit in front of you at the game, rendering your excellent seats just okay.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas you've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far side.
Go. It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
All right, I want to get to the far side because I know we're going to talk Monday Night Football, which I'm very excited
Started
about.
a war over this.
You apparently stepped on a sensitive topic here about
mama's
mothers
doing your hair?
cutting people's hair. Let's start
Never
with
get me. Never, ever, ever.
Let's start with Crystal. Crystal, you're on with Travis DeMarco. What's up, Crystal?
Hey there. I just had to shout out my favorite player, Allen Iverson. Come on, man. When his mom was braiding his hair on the sidelines, we lost our minds. We didn't know what to do with ourselves. That's all I got.
Wow. She went back to AI. I have no argument. I know.
So
I have no
you're
argument.
right.
If that's what fires him up, then so be it. But, I mean, your mom's doing your hair? Like, cutting it, styling.
Allen Iverson was pretty good.
Putting braids in is one thing. Dyeing your hair blonde, your mom did that?
It's a little.
We got issues.
It's a little tip of the cap.
We
Hey,
might have
Mom,
issues.
see, I love you. What's the big deal?
Nothing. Nothing. I have nothing to say.
Take me through the far side, DeMarco.
Oh, so we were talking about Monday night.
Dun, 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 dun.
How excited this is going to be. I mean, I cannot wait. The last time I saw Ty Hill in person, right? That was that game in the Coliseum.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the last time I saw Ty Hill, I have never been so tired after a football game in my life. As a sideline guy.
Bonkers.
It was up and down. Oh, the camera guy, everybody on the sideline was tired.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up with that
Well,
stuff.
sure.
So much fun.
5 points in that game.
So like your LeBron and Ja Morant, if he's on the other side, I'm okay with it because he's entertaining. I've never seen anybody with that sort of speed, so I can't wait to see that. And
he had a couple of TDs in that game too.
He did.
Yeah.
It was so explosive. And like you said, OBJ is coming back to town.
Yep.
When the Rams signed him, I wanted to hate him because it was all off social media. I thought he was the wrong type of guy. And then I met him and saw how he went about his business.
Pretty good football player.
Super respect. I respect him big time. And I told him that. So can't wait to see him. And he's part of that Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
And then Darth Vader. Jalen Ramsey comes back to town. And with all due respect to Todd Light and all the corners that I ever played with in my life and have seen, he might be the best of them all.
Really?
He might be the best
Were you ever
of them
teammates
all.
with Aeneas Williams?
He came after me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love Aeneas too. Run and pass.
Yeah.
Corner to safety. Dynamic players.
Hall of
They
Famer.
still make plays. Hall of Fame guy. I think Jalen is of that ilk, except Jalen is a whole lot meaner. Yes, the guy just is a heat-seeking missile. You've seen him, right? He's got the guys they wear the eye black.
Yeah.
Well, he makes crosses out of his eye black.
Right.
And he reads the Bible, leads the Bible study. But I'm telling you, that dude is one bad word away from that demon popping out. Like he is living on the edge. Like that plane is burning. So anyway, all this stuff coming around, and the Rams winning 2 in a row, beating Seattle 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
3 in a row, beating Seattle, getting back in the mix. The NFC West is wide open. Monday night is going to be where it's at for football.
The best Rams game I've seen, just as far as the game goes. The
Yeah.
Super Bowl win was the highlight, but the best game I've seen was the Monday night in the Coliseum against the Chiefs, 54-51, I think, if I'm going by memory. And there's something about a Monday night game that's different. That it's, first of all, the vast majority of these games are played during the day.
Yes.
Right? And that you only get a couple of night games a year if you're lucky. And Monday night, I don't know if it's our generation. We grew up with Monday Night
It's the
Football.
game,
it was
man.
the game.
Yeah.
And a night game in the NFL, they're just better. They're just more fun.
I'm with you. Dreamed about it. I mean, I had so many dreams about Monday Night Football.
Sure.
I still do it to this day when I do something or I have an idea. I could not wait to play on Monday night.
How many times did you do it?
Twice.
Okay.
I couldn't wait to play on Monday night until I played on Monday night. Man, that sucked.
Why?
Because it takes so long to get to the freaking game.
Oh, you just mean the actual kickoff time?
Yes. So
5:15 or 20 or something
you
like that?
go by rotes and you have a body clock, right? So my body clock says I'm playing football by 1 o'clock. So that means roll out of bed, get some eggs, go warm up, let's go play. Now I do all that, and the game is still 6 hours away.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a whole lot of time to contemplate the ifs.
We are all creatures of habit to one degree or another, but athletes in particular are even bigger creatures of habit.
When
that is
you
a different
eat
deal.
And when you do the opposite. So now I'm all completely off. So just imagine being at the worst part of your body clock, and then it's kickoff.
Can you juice it? Can you jumpstart it?
What? Jumpstart what?
The adrenaline.
The more you get to it, sure.
Yeah.
I only did it. The third time I would have been great. The
Yeah.
first time it sucked. And this is funny. A friend of mine named Lester Archambault, who played at Stanford, he was in Atlanta when they made their run to the Super Bowl in '98. Remember that team, Dirty Bird?
Yeah. Jamal Anderson.
So we had battled for the cellar for years, and we became friends. Like I said, he was at Stanford. So they played on Monday night. Then they played us. So Lester comes out. I go sprinting up to him. Lester, what was it like on Monday night? He goes, man, that sucked. Same thing. I'm like, oh, my God, it just stunk. But I get it. This is why it sets you apart and it puts you in the Hall of Fame, because everybody's watching.
There's only one game on.
It's only one game on, and it's so far out of your comfort zone that if you can make yourself special that night, you are special.
Yeah.
So
Monday night
right.
football.
I can't wait.
that different than a Sunday or a Thursday prime time?
Like Thursdays are easier because you're still waking up from Sunday and you can just go. You know what I mean? Like you it's so short, it gives you less time to think. Sunday nights are kind of like Monday nights, but it's still on Sunday. This is a whole other day.
You're used to playing on Sundays, and it's not a Sunday.
And Monday is your day off.
I think there's a generational thing, too, going on here because when you've been a football fan, Sunday night has kind of been the crown jewel of a lot of these games. They, more often than not, they get better games. They get better games than Monday nights, just generally speaking. When we were kids, Monday Night Football was the show.
Yeah. I don't think, like the Monday night TV shows.
Oh, they didn't go
exist.
up against Monday Night Football.
No one. Monday was off limits for everybody. Yeah,
Howard
absolutely.
Cosell with the highlights during halftime. It was amazing. It was
missed
amazing.
that stuff, yes.
I can't wait. I'm excited for Monday with the Rams and the Dolphins. In fact, it's kind of it's a weird game because the Dolphins' record is bad.
Yeah.
But they're not.
If Jared Verse is going to win Rookie of the Year, it's going to happen on Monday night.
Tell me why. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Here's what else you can do on Monday night. Play Prize Picks. You play Prize Picks tonight. You play Prize Picks on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can do it whatever you want because whatever sport you love is on Prize Picks. Tonight, there's Thursday Night Football. Go look at Joe Burrow's numbers. Go look at Lamar Jackson's numbers. And then you pick more or pick less. That's how easy it is to play Prize Picks. It takes what you're going to do anyway, watch Thursday Night Football, and makes it even better. And you can win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks. So put the Prize Picks app on your phone. Easy. Go to your app store. Go to your Google Play Store. Put the Prize Picks app on your phone, and then you enter the code 710. When you enter the code 710, they're going to give you $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup, right? It's easy to withdraw your money after you win. It's super quick to pay out. It's secure. Go play Prize Picks. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy at Prize Picks. And don't forget the code 710 to get your $50. Don't forget Prize Picks. Pick more, pick less. It really is that easy.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
New jacket?
Yeah, I got this when I was in college.
LAFC.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I thought it was an LAFC jacket. The colors are perfect.
So thank you. So Alex said, "Oh, nice jacket."
Yeah,
you guys said, "Nice jacket." These guys back here are like, "Oh, that's a sweat. That's a cool jacket."
Looks good.
Yeah. Cool. I've had it since college.
There you go.
I've worked with you for nearly 10 years,
right.
and I've never seen it.
Okay,
What's going on?
You want to know why?
Now.
All you need is a donkey rope, and you'd be like the 4th member of Run DMC. I'm telling you, right there.
A bucket hat, man.
There you go.
A bucket hat. So, we have this bar in your closet. There's this bar where you hang your clothes.
Yeah.
Right? So that thing fell, I think 2 days ago, whatever, or last
Too
night.
much stuff?
Yeah, too much stuff. But I was blamed for having too much stuff.
By?
Brenda says, I'm like, hey, what happened to my clothes? Like the closet, you have too much stuff on there. I'm like, well, who's the one hanging it? She's like, yeah, you have too much stuff in there. I'm like, okay.
Well, wait. Is it all your clothes?
Well, the top bar, yes.
The bar that broke is all your
it's
stuff?
all my stuff.
So you do have too much
That is
stuff.
your
Right.
fault.
So I have, so I have jerseys, jackets, T-shirts, whatever, sweaters. So then I try to find something to wear this morning, like a jacket, and then the first thing I saw was a sleeve, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that one in a minute.
Yeah.
Because I usually stack 2 jackets in one hanger.
Yeah.
So I see the
Wait,
sleeve.
you got so much stuff. You got 2 things on one hanger?
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
You might be a hoarder.
You're to blame.
No.
You may be hoarding, bro.
But some of these jackets were gifts, so I don't just want to,
That's sweet, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the retro
I appreciate
look.
it. But yeah, I was blamed for my closet bar being
Because
down.
Is it time for a purge? Do you need to go through and cast off some stuff?
I mean, I already did that.
Apparently not enough.
Yeah.
I guess
Not if you're caving in your own closet.
Is that a Paulie Walnuts sweatsuit or a Christopher Moltisanti?
It's a great question.
Yeah, see? That
That's
might be a Christopher right there.
It's a little more Chrissy than it is Paulie. Paulie's would have more of a glossy sheen to it. That's more Chrissy than it is Paulie.
Thank you, guys. You guys noticed. Thanks.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Does it look feminine?
No,
it doesn't have a crew neck. It's got a collar.
No.
Oh, by the way, you're
No.
very masculine today with a
Thank you
collar
very
and a
much.
sweatshirt.
It's been a weird week for rules.
Yeah.
And
stuff.
I'm usually the one with the rules.
Yeah, you are the rule.
It's
rule
not a
maker around
rule.
here.
You can have your mom wash your hair if you want. Just don't let me find out.
Hey, DeAndre texts me. He says, "Hey, tell DeMarco my mom braids my hair
He
too."
gave me one. He said, "I thought we were cool. My mom braids my hair." I said, "Do you, bro? Just don't tell me that before we take the floor."
I don't.
Right.
Kind of offended some people.
My bad.
Offended
See,
Crystal.
it's not a rule.
You offended.
Well, there's Big Al who had to
DeAndre?
hang up. He actually was going to a job interview.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Al. Hope that interview goes well. But also, I hope your mom had a nice little haircut for you, Big Al, because he says his mom still does.
There you go. See,
I wish my mom cut hair.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeMarco, all you got to say is, "Come at me."
Come at me.
You will never get me.
I just don't want you on my goal line defense if your mom does your hair.
But I also, I mean, for myself, for women's hair, I would only trust someone who has
Ladies
gone
are
to beauty
different.
school because
Yeah.
you can really seriously mess it up. I don't know. For guys,
Guys,
trim it up.
if you get a bad haircut, you can put on a baseball
hat,
cap for a
beanie.
couple of days,
Yeah,
and
good.
you're good to go.
There you go.
Is it that different than if your wife or your daughter goes out and cuts her hair, trims it up?
Yes,
It is?
because they, to your point, they can do a thing that would make you would look weird.
No, I'm sorry. Your mom versus your wife or your daughter
Oh, no.
cutting her hair.
Oh, no, no,
yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no. Yeah.
That's where. So if your wife cut your hair, say the COVID, you couldn't get to
My
the
wife
barbershop.
cut my hair?
I'm saying a
Oh.
situation.
Okay, yeah.
COVID. You couldn't get to the barbershop. Your wife trims up
Had
your
to go
hair
through
because it's
the
getting
back
too
door.
long. How would you feel about that?
It wouldn't happen. I would just throw a hat on, or I'd go bald. You saw us through.
You'd
COVID.
look like Bake McBride at some point.
Yes,
You'd
I-
have a huge afro.
Did you remember? Weren't we doing those things with Kirk Morrison? We just cut the hair off. Yeah, just go bald.
I don't remember that.
Get the clippers out and cut all this nonsense
and
off.
you did
Yes.
it yourself.
Of course. Yes.
I cut my own hair during COVID.
There you go. See?
But if your wife cut your hair, you're not like, oh, it's so weird.
I'm not the one with the rule, Emily.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's not a rule. I just don't want you on my goal line.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
My gosh.
Yeah. If your mom cuts your hair, take it to the bench.
Emily, we need a book, and it should be a nice book. It should be leather bound. It should have like the gilded pages, like the FAR rules.
Take it to the bench.
Yes.
Right?
You cannot touch anyone else's wife, regardless of situation.
You can just
Too far.
where you place your hand.
House of FAR.
Too
Volume
far.
1.
You can
Too
help
far.
her out
Too
if
far.
I can't, but just make sure you put your hands in the right
How
spot.
much stuff do you have in your closet, bro?
Dude, it's not much. It's jerseys in the corner, then sweatshirts.
Travis, he's got two
Hoodies.
things
Hey, I
on
was
one
gonna- and
hanger.
it caved it in.
Yes, that's what I'm
That-
saying.
It must be a lot.
Yes, you know how thick those things are.
You know,
those
you know,
bars?
you know the rule, right?
What is the rule?
If you don't remember
Wait,
the last
is it a
time
good
you
rule?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this is a rule that I don't think is going to make it all.
Okay, good.
I don't
These
think the
aren't
rest of you
rules,
guys are
they're
going to
more
go.
guidelines.
What?
Go ahead.
If you don't remember the last time you wore it, throw it out.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not doing that with my jackets. Nah.
See, that's why your closet
These
filled.
are sentimental, man.
You and Susan would get along great. Hey, I
Wow.
might need that. You need a bucket of wiffle balls from 9 years ago? Really?
That I don't have.
You never know.
That's what she says. I do know.
You never know.
And by the way, DeMarco, you
Yeah.
know, wiffle balls are 8 cents a piece. If we need to
Yes.
go buy more wiffle balls, we can go get more
But
wiffle
if you
balls.
and I have like a cooler of beer and we get to that point to where we start striking each other out, we need wiffle balls right there, right now. See? Come on.
Now, if she had put it like that,
See?
I would have said, leave the wiffle balls.
Right. We start talking trash, grab a bat.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's go. By the way, you don't want any part of me with wiffle ball.
You trying? What's going on?
Just saying.
Let's go. We got cameras here. Now. We can go.
Okay.
You better throw some.
Should I bring the stuff?
I need some screwballs then, because I can hit.
I've seen you hit. I know you can hit, but you haven't seen my fastball.
Okay, Nuke. I love it.
Tell me why Jared Verse could win Rookie of the Year on Monday night.
Well, it's where everybody wants to be because it's the only game in town. You said that it was perfect, and it's a play where it's a game and it's a situation where they can just shoehorn and string together all his highlights into one package. So everybody in the world gets to see, not just rumor or hear one or two plays. You get to see every single play from every game he's been in this highlight package. So you've heard the rumors about him being dominant.
Yep.
Hopefully on Monday night he'll be dominant, and then you get to see his season in aggregate.
Could the
in 30
opposite
seconds.
be true?
If he gets handled?
Yeah.
I don't think Miami's got the horses to do that.
Theoretically, though. Let's just say for whatever reason he has a rough night.
I don't think he's going to get flat back, knocked off his feet.
No.
He's not going to be out toughed. And I said his short area explosiveness is unreal. Like from a yard out, he can accelerate into guys and they go backwards. Now, he can be rendered moot because of Miami's offense and how fast Tua gets the ball out. It's like 2.4 seconds.
Yeah.
How fast he gets it out. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they have a bunch of athletes on the outside.
They do.
Yeah, so it's a defensive end's nightmare. A quarterback that won't hold it and good, fast guys on the outside. So he could be rendered moot, but this might be an opportunity, if he can break through, that he can get that nod for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
The Monday night game is weird because
there you go.
There we go. The Dolphins' record is bad.
2-6.
But I don't think they're bad. And like if you said to me, hey, look, you're getting ready. You got this game. You got New England afterwards, also a 2-win team. You got the Saints 2 weeks after that.
And
it's
the
a 2-win
Raiders,
team. No, the Eagles are in the mix there.
Okay.
So you're like, okay, you can kind of really get going. But this, because Tua's back, and we can talk about Tua in a second, but because of Tyreek Hill, because of what they might be able to do.
Waddle, A-Chain.
Yeah.
Mostert,
and really kind of take advantage of the fact, like, I know the Rams have had that pass rush.
Yeah.
I know that they've gotten better in the back end, but in the middle of that defense, it still feels like there's some vulnerabilities there.
Oh, no doubt.
That they're going to be able to exploit, where typically a 2-win team coming in, you're like, okay, let's go. The Rams are only a 1-point favorite against a 2-win team.
They can hit you fast. They scored 27 points and lost on a walk-off 61-yard field goal. So
against a good Buffalo team.
Buffalo team. So they are very good. I would say this, Travis. This is kind of fantasy advice. If you have Mostert or A-Chain, I would say play them this week. Because if I'm Chris Shula, I'm giving them the run. I am. I'm gonna stop the run with 7.
Okay.
I'm going to commit the extra guy to coverage. Because if I don't, they're going to be behind you.
Yeah.
And how fast that guy gets rid of the football, and he's pretty accurate with it.
And
I'm not conceding the run. I would just say I'm going to stop the run with 7.
I'm going to try to stop it with this.
Yes.
And you know how else you can stop those guys? Don't let them on the field.
If Matthew Stafford stay on it,
stay on the field, those long, methodical drives. And by the way, the Rams have gotten better at that.
They had a couple of good drives in Seattle.
Yeah.
They had just a couple.
They're going to need more than a couple.
They're going to need to be more consistent, and they can't have those. Is there any other way to say it than dumb penalties?
No.
I'm not calling the guy dumb. I'm just calling the penalty dumb.
Bad result. Dumb result.
The problem, but just you can't have that dumb stuff against a good offense. Seattle's one thing.
Yeah.
Seattle's bad.
Well, yeah.
Miami is a team with a bad record that has really good players.
I keep coming, and it's Tua related, right? When Tua was down with his latest concussion, they weren't a good team. Their backup quarterback situation is not good. No one's going to get those. No one's going to be able to take advantage of Ty Hill and these other guys the way that Tua was able to do it. Every single time I watch Tua drop back to throw the ball, I'm holding my breath.
Man, I hold my breath when he starts to run.
Oh, yeah, that too.
He's
that
still
too.
diving head first,
and that's what's so scary. Like I know. Well, I'm gonna avoid hits. I'm gonna learn jujitsu and learn how to fall. I'm not gonna go head. Dude, it's the NFL. You're running around. There's that first down marker. I got to get in there. He's going to stick his face in. That's just who he is.
If this wasn't the pros and he wasn't getting paid $1 jillion to be a quarterback, as soon as he dove head first, I would put him on the bench.
Yeah.
Until you learn to slide feet first.
I don't know if
I would tell this to Kurt Warner. I've said this to Jared Goff, and I said this to Matthew Stafford in jest. Your body is not yours. It's ours. It belongs to the team.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be taking chances with your body. So if you're scrambling, get your feet up so they can't hit you. You don't have to be a fake tough guy out here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, especially him, where one hit could be your last.
I don't get it. I wish I had a better way of saying it. I don't get it, and I love football.
Yeah.
I love watching it, and I like that it's physical, and that part about it makes it incredibly interesting. I just have a terrible feeling something's going to happen to him, and it's going to be awful, and no one's going to be able to say, well, there's no way you could predict that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can see he's had not one, not two or three. There's been multiple instances on national Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, where he is
stay where your blockers are
clearly, or don't play.
Well, if you're going to play, then stay where your blockers are. Stay in the pocket.
Stuff happens. Guys miss blocks.
True.
Guys take hits.
But he's not. He hasn't been knocked cold in the pocket. He's been knocked cold out of it. So stay where your help is.
I understand, but that doesn't mean it can't happen.
But that's why they're going to this quick release stuff. It's all coming.
And
I've never seen a quarterback get the ball out so fast.
Mookie Betts is going back to the infield. And DeMarco, I'm going to say something about the Dodgers that I don't know I've said in the last 10 or 12 years. That's coming up next. Not that. It's DeMarco and Trav, 710
Park Party and Play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park Party and Play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Are you looking for your next game day fit, Lakers fans? We've got the latest collection of items to add to your closet this season. Head over to LakersStore.com. That's LakersStore.com and snag a jersey, tee, hat, and more to rep the purple and gold. We've got the whole family covered with styles for mom, dad, kids, and babies too. Rep the purple and golden style. Check out the LakersStore.com. That's the LakersStore.com. Let's go, Lake Show.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Bad news, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
What, mom's doing your hair? What?
I don't have any hair left, but if my mom knew how to cut hair, I'd let her do it, yes. It's a dark day.
Why?
Raygun has retired from competitive breakdancing.
You're kidding me. She's not going to defend her title?
Well, I don't know if she had a title, but no, she's decided that the Olympics were her. She's not going to do competitive breaking anymore.
Oh, that's just too bad. Oh, that's horrible. What are we going to be for Halloween now?
I love that she never, ever, ever gave it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she kept pretending like, no, this was good.
Never broke
like
character.
She never broke character.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Nope. Because you could have taught anyone that routine in 5 minutes.
Someone I was with at a Halloween party went off on her about she was like nationally ranked.
Top ranked in Australia.
Ranked. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Top ranked as a breakdancer.
Have you been to Australia?
No.
Nor have I.
You know how far that is? Yeah.
No. Jorge? No, me neither.
You know how far away that is, man?
It's very far. I
know some Australians, though.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. They're generally pretty fun-loving
They
folks.
don't go home because it's too
far. No, it's very far. It's on the completely other
Yeah.
side, and it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I'd imagine there's somebody that's better at that than her.
Apparently
There's
there
a
are.
lot of people there.
It would be a better story if she didn't game the system. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of
like if she was the only one, but she gamed the whole thing and like kept some good breakdancers out.
Well, it's breakdancing.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't know
the
if she
cure
really
of
kept good
cancer.
dancers
Yeah.
out.
I've seen better breakdancing at Venice Beach.
In Australia?
Anywhere.
Go literally, if we just walked downstairs
A
to
mile.
Starbucks and
Right.
said, hey, does anybody in here know how to breakdance? Somebody'd feel like, I can do it a little bit. They'd be better than Raygun.
Okay, this is just because of how big he is. Jorge, can you breakdance?
No.
You've never.
I attempted it, but
Okay.
no, it didn't work.
Okay. What?
I'm just waiting for the rest of your story.
No, I'm just asking because, like, smaller
said you
guys
know how
can
big
break
he
dance.
is.
Like
you're saying
he's
because
got the
Jorge's
size for
not-
breakdancing. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
I wouldn't
get it.
ask you if you were a good breakdancer. I
Shaq's
know the
a good
answer.
breakdancer.
Well, sorta.
He can spin.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
He's a
okay.
pretty big guy.
He's got a nice little up rock to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does. Okay. Yeah.
So, am I to assume that you're not a good breakdancer?
I had one move, bro.
What do you got?
I did the butt drop, and that was that.
Oh.
We had a little crew.
Okay.
Yeah. There were guys they were short guys. They would do the break dancing. And
Yeah.
I would start the show or end the show with the butt drop.
Oh, you got to end it with the butt drop.
That's it,
right?
right.
That's like the
Chuck E. Cheese. They had teen night.
Oh.
It was break dancing. Yeah, we go every Wednesday. Yes.
You know what Susan calls Chuck E. Cheese?
What?
Pizza and feet.
That's pretty much what it is. Disgust. Oh, you just ruined it.
It smells
Oh.
like pizza and feet.
Oh,
It's what the whole
God.
place does, and it's fine. I mean, I've had a good time at
But
Chuck E. Cheese.
I feel like Raygun is like one of those. It feels like older school internet. Like
Ooh.
remember when like
that
what?
That sound.
Yeah, the
I know
modem.
what you do.
Oh,
Bong,
no,
bong.
no, yeah.
Bonk.
So I was more thinking about like 2004 when things would go viral worldwide. So like, or in weird ways, she feels like Sanjaya to me. We're like 15 Minutes of Fame. Remember the guy from American Idol?
Sanjaya.
Is that the shebang guy?
No.
No,
This is when Vote for the Worst came in.
Yeah.
So he was clearly not the best one out there, but
And they
people
kept
were
him
voting for him to
going.
keep him going.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But anyway, it feels like early internet to me at least, 2004, 5, 6, where it went viral for stupid stuff. And I think in 10 years, like, remember Raygun? That was weird, right?
How old do you feel that she thought 2006 was early internet?
That kind of hit. Yeah, that hit the mark. That was right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you had to unplug your phone and plug it into your
one
computer.
quick question.
I had
See
that
that?
internet. I had that version of internet.
Quick question about Sanjay. Do you think he knew he was bad?
I think he knows now. I don't
You don't think he knew then?
then.
Yeah, me either. I think this kid really thought he was good, and he was clearly terrible.
Honestly, to cheer myself up, oftentimes I'll watch the worst American Idol auditions, and they're all fantastic.
Oh, they are good.
Because
yes.
everybody's delusional.
What is the shebang guy's name? Ken? No. He's hilarious. Yeah, he's hilarious. That guy made a living out of that.
Look.
Yeah.
Remember Pants on the Ground? Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Familiar, yes, yes.
William Hung is this.
William Hung, that's him.
That she-bang guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
His name should have been Richard Hung. Be funny.
It would be funny.
Richard Hung?
Oh, come on, man. What do they call Richard?
Oh, my God.
Rick?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mookie Betts.
He's uncomfortable now.
Nice segue.
Yeah.
Yes, about Mookie.
No.
I'm so shocked by this. This is good. Go ahead.
I'm going to say it. This is one of the few things that the Dodgers have done in this great run of theirs that just makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Which part?
Putting Mookie Betts back in the infield.
Oh, putting him back in the infield.
Not that he can't do it. He can. You know, he went from a guy that had never played shortstop since high school to being able to play shortstop in the big leagues in a few weeks is bananas.
Amazing.
It really is. But he wasn't great at it. He was, if we're being honest, average at best.
Which is amazing.
And it is amazing, but you have many options that are not just barely average. You have options that are better than average.
Who's pushing this? Him or them?
This is my question, because Mookie Betts is probably the best right fielder in baseball. How many runs or at least extra bases did Mookie prevent in the World Series by being brilliant in right field?
A ton.
Yes. Right? Mookie Betts is a multiple-time Gold Glover in right field. He's a smart right fielder. He's a talented right fielder. He's got a good arm. He's just terrific at it.
He fought off all of New York.
Why are we taking our best defensive outfielder and putting him in a position where it's not his best?
Are we, meaning the Dodgers, doing it, or is it Mookie that's driving this?
It's got to be him, right?
Then I have to ask why. Do you not get enough love as a right fielder?
I think one of the answers that he would give us if we asked him directly is it's easier on his body. That the playing the infield for him
is easier on his body?
Physically less taxing on his body than being in the outfield.
I would have said the opposite.
I would have too.
Yeah.
Now he feels the opposite. Okay, it's his body. He gets to have that insight. It's his, but I don't understand why we have. It's not like he's pretty good at right field. He's the best right fielder in baseball. He prevented one of the reasons you won the World Series is because you were better defensively than the Yankees.
You know what's funny? I've never heard that before. Who's the best right fielder in baseball? Yeah. It never comes up.
It's him.
Yeah, but it never comes up. Like, who's the best shortstop that has punch to it?
I think that's true of every position.
Who's the best catch? But I've never heard somebody, he's the best right fielder in the game. No one's ever said that.
Yeah, I mean, that was Clemente. There's been guys that are out there that are known as that, but I don't get it. Like, and unless it's simply, I want to do it, and then it's, okay. Yeah. And so maybe he plays short, maybe he plays second. I would be really surprised if shortstop is the spot for him. I think it's more likely second base.
What's the least most? It's got to be second base, right? Like if he's average second base is better than average shortstop.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
Sticking him at second base.
And he's a better, he's not an average second baseman. He's actually a pretty good one.
So this checks all the boxes. He gets to play in the infield.
He's fine at second base, but he's not as good of a second baseman as he is a right fielder, but he's a good second baseman.
Okay.
This is bad news for Gavin Lux because when does he get on the field?
What about when Mookie's back at right?
Well, okay, but
because I assume you're going to move him to right every night, just like you did this past season.
But they didn't. Once he went out there, he stayed out there. He was not shuttling back and forth. That was 2 years ago where they were shuttling him back and forth a little bit. This was a little bit. This one just doesn't make a ton of sense to me. You just won the World Series with Mookie Betts in right field. You have a shortstop in Tommy Edman that can more than hold his own right there. You have a backup, three really. You got Taylor, you got Rojas, you've got Kike, that are all better shortstops than Mookie.
Yeah. So what's better for the team?
Right field.
Mookie plays right.
Yeah.
Then why would there be any question?
Because he doesn't want to? I mean, this is what I keep coming back to.
Leaving that position open in case someone wants to come.
So that's the part that I think is
I like the way yes.
They have their eyes on another body that is not on the roster right now.
Can I guess? Does he play in New York?
Okay.
Did you just play him? Did you say he's the most dangerous hitter in the lineup? That included Aaron Judge.
He definitely was.
He from another country.
Is he from another country?
Does he wear number 22?
Would his name be John if it was an Americanized version of his name?
Juan.
They're not going to get him. I'd look if they do, great. I'd never be happier to be wrong.
Yeah.
I'd give him a 1 in 50 shot at having that happen, and it's probably not that good. Maybe a 1 in 100.
You can afford him.
Yeah, but so can other people, and I think he'd rather be other places.
I know he's an East Coast guy, but I mean, like you said, you get to come here and challenge for a championship every year?
I hope that's how he's thinking.
And you get $600 million?
I hope that's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him here. I just don't think it is. But where you start to look at the roster and what they have, and just what they have right now, okay? They've got basically only 2 open spots. If Mookie moves to the infield, you're going to have Freeman, Betts, Edman, and Muncy in the infield in some combination. Okay? Pretty darn
Not
good.
bad. Yeah.
Pajes / Edman is your center fielder. Maybe you platoon those guys based on, because Pajes absolutely murders left-handed pitching. Maybe he's out there. That leaves your corner outfield spots. Maybe one of them is for Teo. Maybe you can convince him to come back high dollar short term. You're still one person short in the outfield.
It'd be a heck of an outfield. Teo and Soto?
I'm just saying.
Mookie Betts.
Soto's not
base?
coming. So
let's just pretend.
But you have so many more ways to plug the hole
Yeah.
at second, because Lux feels like clearly they don't love him in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
Will Smith behind the plate. Here's your rotation for next year. And this is what makes them so crazy. They may have this, I guess this is 13 years where they've been in the playoffs every year. This next year will be year 14. This may be their best team they've ever thrown out there, at least as it all starts.
That's crazy. And you just won the World Series.
Here's your rotation, okay? And they're going to come and go because of injuries. But these are Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Glasnow.
Yes.
Ohtani. Don't forget him. Kershaw, Gonsolin, May, Miller. That's 8 guys.
How long are you expecting Glasnow to stay healthy?
Probably not very long.
Okay.
But that's my. But you don't have 3 guys. You have 8.
You have 8 guys.
You have 8 guys. Kershaw's not going to stay healthy. Miller may not be good enough. Gonsolin and May are both coming back from injuries. Ohtani's coming, but you got 8. And this is before you even started to go. Maybe Buehler's back. There's 9. Maybe you go get Corbin Burns. There's 10. Max Fried's name's been floated. There's 11. You know what I mean? Roki Sasaki is not totally out of the question. So they're going to be.
You said Mookie. Like Mookie wants to pitch too?
Could.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But that is a hell of a team.
That's a heck of a team. That's embarrassing.
That could be the team that's won the World Series twice in 5 years may show up with the best team they've had in a while.
Embarrassed, Travis, to be a Dodger fan.
Or excited.
You should be embarrassed to be a Dodgers fan. That's crazy.
Look, I don't get to make these decisions, unfortunately. I wish they would let me.
You were Thurston Howell.
Mookie, I love you, brother. I love you. I love that you're trying to do the thing that we've never seen before. Go from the outfield. You're the best right fielder in baseball. You are one of the 5 best players in this whole league.
Okay, wait.
Why,
if he stopped playing
why
now,
are we not playing you in your best spot?
If he stopped playing, is he a Hall of Famer?
100% in my opinion.
Then why are you doing this?
100%. He's an MVP.
Yes.
He is a 3-time World Series champion. He is
what about the numbers?
A 6-time Gold Glover. Well, he doesn't have those magic numbers. Like he doesn't have 500 home runs, 3,000 hits, but he's got everything else. He just hasn't been around long enough to stack up those sorts of numbers. But he's on a pace for.
But moving the short, okay, or moving the second, yeah.
Like it's the bus theory, right? If just hit by the bus, is he in or out? He's in. Tomorrow, he's in. Mike Trout in. Right? They're just some guys that were Clayton Kershaw in. There's no more to stack onto it. In. Freddie Freeman in. They're just. Judge in.
Okay.
Right?
Then
he's one of those
guys. I'm trying
guys.
to figure out why. You said it doesn't happen this way.
Challenge?
It doesn't happen. You don't go from the outfield to the infield.
You usually
when
go
you
the
get
other
older.
way.
You go the other way. That's it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. In an era of things that we've seen, like you've seen 50-50. You've seen
Once.
75 home runs in a season.
Once.
Right. But have you ever seen this? Go from the outfield to the infield at this age.
No,
right.
But for who? For what? To quote the great Ricky Waters.
Wow, that was a great quote, though. I know. For him, yes.
What do you want me to do? What? For who?
For who?
What?
For what?
Awesome. Factor Caps coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. All right, prize picks, right? What are you waiting for? Honestly, give it a shot. Have some fun. Prize Picks is fun. You pick more, you pick less. It really is that easy. I know that's the slogan, but it's true. You open up the Prize Picks app after you put it on their phone. You put in the code 710. When you put in the code 710, you're going to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even need to win that lineup. You're going to still get the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. You look at tonight, right? Joe Burrow, look at his numbers. Do you think he's going to throw for more or less than that total number? Lamar Jackson, is he going to run for more or less than that total number? That's Prize Picks. It really is that easy, and you can win up to 100 times your money at Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. So get your phone out, put the Prize Picks app on your phone, put in that code 710, and start having fun with Prize Picks. Or pick less. It really is that easy, and it's a whole lot of fun.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
.com. That's COSM.com. Use code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA game in November. Do not wait. Tickets go fast. Go to COSM.com. That's COSM.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. LA's premier card room now open 24/7. Tune in all this week to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino. That includes tailgate party passes to HPC and game day tickets at SoFi. Listen for your cue to call 877-710-ESPN and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Tailgate passes to HPC and game tickets to SoFi. Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play. Must be 21 and older to enter.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike. I have teamed up with Travis and DeMarco to tell you about personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand and his all-star legal team.
We've been talking about the law office of Joseph S. Normand for months, and they've helped listeners achieve maximum compensation that they deserve in an accident.
Getting into an accident can be scary and frustrating dealing with insurance companies. Let the Normand All-Star team handle it for you. Visit normandlegal.com or 213-747-2000.
The law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland is next after Travis and DeMarco.
I was watching the game, and I realized I don't know how to dap. Yes, this did come up. I am
It did.
not good at dapping. I mean, some of these daps are so elaborate, they have to be planned out and rehearsed, do they not?
Secret handshakes.
Yeah, it is.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000. Let's do it. Factor Cap. Right now. Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Bonjour.
And it was great meeting Joe in person for the first time
Was
yesterday.
that the first time you met Joe?
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
right?
he's a
Okay.
lovely guy.
Yeah.
I would definitely call him if I was ever in need of his services.
Where would you call him, man? Would it be 213-747-2000?
I would, or I could go online. All right, but also, several people tagged me in this. I feel vindicated about Anthony Bonda. The people went around at the parade and asked who the hottest Dodger was, and it was Anthony Bonda overwhelmingly. They're like, oh, Anthony Bonda. So just letting you know.
Slim Pickens, then.
Oh, come on, DeMarco. Whatever. I'm going to address Travis now. So, do you guys know who Adam Devine is?
Yeah.
Okay, so he is the star of Pitch Perfect. He's also been in that Comedy Central show that I'm blanking on. The one, it's set in The Office. It's
Yeah.
Anyway.
I know who he is. I don't
Anyway,
know that
so-
show, but yes.
Adam Devine, in podcasts and on his stand-up special, he talks about when he was auditioning for Pitch Perfect, he did not know what Pitch Perfect was about. He got an email. The subject line was just Pitch Perfect. And he's like, I got it. Didn't read the rest of the email. Shows up to his audition thinking it's a baseball movie.
That's what I was going
to
to
And gets in. Man. He's like, he's in the stand-up special, he's like, I'm in baseball pants. I feel like he didn't dress up in baseball pants, but he did not have a song ready. And so in the middle of the audition, they asked, okay, what the song you have prepared? And he kind of blanks, and he sings the Full House theme song.
Oh, no.
That's great.
Anyway, obviously, he got the role. He is funny enough and was exactly what they wanted, apparently. So, but Pitch Perfect sounds like a baseball movie. Travis, Factor Cap.
Yeah. Well, when you started to tell the fact, when you started to tell the story, I'm like, what else could he have thought it was? And the baseball movie is the only other thing I could come up with. So if you just saw this and said, if you sent me an email saying, hey, we're doing this thing, it's called Pitch Perfect, you interested? I would assume it's a baseball thing, because why would you send me a singing thing? I don't sing.
And Adam isn't really known for singing either before this.
Right.
Yes.
Now, I just Google searched this real quick, so this is just very quickly.
Oh, Workaholics is the show I'm thinking about.
Adam Devine is 5'8", so baseball movie, I don't know.
How tall's Mookie?
Yeah, Mookie.
Yeah, but there's Mookie and Adam Devine are not the same. I'm just saying.
DeMarco.
What's average for baseball?
Not 5'8".
Not 5'8"?
Okay, but it's a movie,
6-feeters? 6-footers?
Yeah. Yes.
Just like all sports.
There's a couple of exceptions here and there.
Every now and then. But
bigger is better.
So what's the question again? That I would think it's...
Pitch Perfect sounds like a baseball movie.
Oh, that's fact. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Pitch Perfect. If I've never heard of it, it would sound like a
Starring
baseball movie.
Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, fits.
Yeah. Perfect Pitch. Yeah.
That would be better title.
That's no joke. Yeah. Okay.
Jorge.
Yeah, it does sound like okay. So it made me think of Fever Pitch too. Like, is it a sick baseball player? Like, I don't know. Well, whatever. Yeah, fact.
That was with Freddie Prinze Jr., right?
Yeah.
Fever Pitch.
Yeah.
Or is that the?
I thought that was a
Jimmy
Drew
Fallon.
Barrymore, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
one.
Summer Catch is the
yeah.
Freddie Prinze one. A lot of baseball movies.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Freddie Prinze, they were redoing I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh,
are
and
they
just
really?
released the cast.
Same cast?
No. It's a new set of cast, the Gen Z version.
That first one got me. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
That first one
it's
got
a good
me.
movie.
It did.
Solid
Yeah.
movie. All right, so I was just browsing around on my dating apps, and I was using Hinge, and so I was like, oh, let's just like go through this. Hinge is one that's like not necessarily looking for hookups. It's kind of relationship wise, and I come across a professional athlete that we all know, and we all like. We all like this person.
I don't know.
I'm not going to reveal this person's identity because for their sake, but
who is it?
My statement is, if you're a professional athlete, you shouldn't have to use an app. DeMarco, Factor Cap.
Wow, I want to go fact on that so bad. But I have to go Cap. Just because you can hit a ball throw a ball through an iron hoop or score touchdowns does not mean you can talk to people. And there's a lot of people that have anxiety, like issues. So
I think this guy can talk to people.
I'll go Cap, unless you're fishing with a wide net. If you're cheating, does that make sense?
It does.
If you don't need it and you're doing it, then you're cheating. But I would go fact.
All right, Trev. And this person does not have a girlfriend on his socials, I'm aware.
Who are we talking
I think it's
about?
Cap. Because look, especially if you're just looking to hook up, use whatever you want. Right? Like if you want to use your fame, you want to use your money, you want to use your celebrity.
So, I mean, some guys can just show up.
That's what I mean. Whatever is going to attract what you're looking for, knock yourself out. But if you actually are looking for a relationship, I think this is a good way to do it because maybe you will find people that have no idea what you do for a living.
True.
And that may be what you're looking for.
Yeah.
At least they're drawn to me because of other reasons other than I play in the NBA or Major League Baseball.
What
or
sport are we
NFL.
talking?
I'm not revealing what sport we're talking
X
about.
Play? What sport? You can tell me the sport.
Nope.
Professional lacrosse.
Is it one of the big four?
Highlight.
Jorge.
Bullfighting.
Factor Cap.
I'm gonna go Cap. Maybe this guy's looking for something different,
right?
You know, not your average like, oh, he's got access and he can get whatever, right? I guess we can say that. But yeah, if you're trying to look for something, you know, subtle and a little something different from what everybody else is doing, why not go for it?
If you're trying to meet somebody that you might actually like,
yes,
I think that's a good way to do it.
Is this a star?
I'm not going to get any closer.
I mean, come on. Okay. Who is it?
You got to get on the app.
Who is it?
You got to swipe right.
Oh, okay.
All right, so last one for you guys. The Warriors and the Celtics played last night, and the Warriors ended up beating the Celtics. And in that, Steve Kerr had to answer questions about why he didn't play Jason Tatum that much in the Olympics.
Still?
And I know exactly. That's his response. It's like, well, we won.
Yep.
So
it's a good answer.
That's fine. And it wasn't like a Jason Tatum thing. It was just the lineups and the amount of guys he has on the team. So Steve Kerr should not apologize for not playing Jason Tatum. Jorge, Factor Cap.
He shouldn't. Fact.
Yes, fact.
Yeah. Right. We won. And it's like we're saying about the Dodgers. Why change something when we won without having to change players' positions? So just don't apologize.
Trav?
Fact. We won the gold medal in basketball, but we didn't just cruise through it. There were a couple of really tight games along the way, and they needed to win the gold medal, and they did. So clearly he pushed the right buttons. You never apologize for winning. And now, had they won the gold medal in every game they won by 35 points and he doesn't play, then you got a different question. But that's not what it was.
Ask me the question again so I won't lose sight. Go ahead.
Steve Kerr should not apologize for not playing Jason Tatum.
Fact. Okay. I thought for some reason you should not be asking him questions about that anymore. Fact. You shouldn't have to apologize. I hope he goes off on somebody. Who's asking those questions now? How long ago was that?
Celtics reporters.
Dude, let it go.
They have to write a story about a game.
Let it go.
Newspaper can't be empty the next day.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
And on top of that, the Warriors beat them. So it's like, okay, see you guys.
Would you ask that question?
Yeah.
You would?
Sure.
You would ask Steve Kerr about that now?
I would say, with the passage of whatever it's been, 4 months, whatever. Have you reconsidered the amount of time you played Jason Tatum in the Olympics?
Okay, let's say the Warriors got blown out by 40. Steph got hurt.
Yeah.
Draymond Green got suspended.
That's not the time for it.
Okay.
But,
I also believe this
but before the game, I might ask it.
I think this was before the game.
Yeah.
Just as an aside, hey, how come you didn't play Tatum?
Not even that. It would just be because everybody knows he's explained why he didn't. I think the question would be, with the benefit of more time, would there have been a way for you to play him more? Or do you regret not playing him more? Something like that.
Okay.
There's always a way to
What can I
ask.
give you that you don't already know?
And by the way, that's a perfectly fine response.
Yes.
Guys, I've talked about this. No, I told you
million
what I
times.
felt in
Yes.
August. I feel the same way in November. What do you want from me?
Here's what they want. Because he sucks. And I don't like him. I hate Boston. That's what they want.
That's what they're hoping to get. Why? Because he's a bum.
Yeah, that's what they want.
I can't even believe we had him on the team.
I would give them that.
Tatum's not complaining about having a gold medal.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Factor Cap's brought to you by the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices in your legal team, but family always comes first with Joe. You know the number. Say it with me. 213-747-2000. 213-747-2000. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Of course, you can go online at normandlegal.com. One more time. Joseph S. Normand at 213-747-2000. If you're hurt in an accident, give Joe a call. Clippers, gonna Clipper. That's next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Listen to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack. VIP tailgate passes plus game day tickets. Listen to your cue to call and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day experience. Park, party, and play with me at Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older to enter.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
Just $88, you can keep your plumbing in top shape and ensure that you're game day ready. So don't miss out. Call 833-3-NEXGEN today to take advantage of this limited time offer. NextGen is the name you can trust for home comfort and reliability. That's 833-3-NEXGEN. 833-3-NEXTGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to schedule your $88 drain cleaning appointment today.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
Hear that? The sound of your antique fountain pen gliding across linen paper as you journal in the park. And if you were here, you'd be inspired by the warm breeze. But you're not here. Because your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. And the wind in your face on the road is all the inspiration you need. So if you ride, get a quote and see if you could save with Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Now that's inspiring. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Finding the right employee for your company is tough. One wrong hire can be a major setback. You're not alone if you face this. A recent survey by Robert Half shows nearly half of hiring managers readily admit to making a bad hire. Luckily, there's a solution. With Robert Half's specialized recruiter's experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can have the right skilled professional in place quickly. We understand what it takes to build winning teams because at Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Emily, I don't mean to exclude you here, but this is going to be a conversation amongst me and Jorge and DeMarco for a
I'll
second.
scroll my hinge.
Okay. Have there always been instructions in the men's room on how to wash our hands?
Yes.
They have?
Yeah.
Okay, I just noticed them right now.
Oh, really?
We need instructions on how to wash our hands?
I think that came about during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe.
soap,
Yeah.
water, rub them together, rinse them off. We need instructions.
Think liability.
Is that what that is?
We told people we're covering our bases.
Like I get in kindergarten, right? The little boy, dirty little boy, goes to the bathroom, doesn't clean up after himself. You make everybody sick. Hey, little Johnny, this is how we do this. 10, 20 seconds, sing the happy birthday song. This is a business. This is an office. We need to be
You're assuming little
this.
Johnny has good parents to raise him up because little Johnny becomes Big Johnny. Big Johnny's still stupid. Big Johnny needs to be reminded to wash his hands.
Fair. Okay, you win.
There you go.
I just feel like we don't. Really? That's
Yeah.
been there the whole time, Jorge?
It has, yes.
That's why we can't have nice things because of little Johnny.
I hope Susan's not listening because she goes, she goes, what do you think about that? I'm like, what? And she goes, the neighbors moved. I'm like, which neighbors? No,
See,
what?
This is why I was shocked when you said you turned around and helped the old people.
No. You can't really think that I would leave an old lady in the dirt.
You didn't know your neighbors moved?
No. But then I'm like, if my neighbor were lying in his front yard unconscious, I would go over to help him.
If you saw him, you would help.
Yes.
Okay. So
she'll. Yeah.
Thank God she hit that metal thing, so you hurt him.
Yeah. That thing on the table, that's really pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been there for a year and a half.
So when you're walking,
it has.
When you're walking, where does your brain go?
To my feet.
Okay. So what are you thinking about? Not falling?
The not falling. The day.
Okay.
Why you made it weird that I tried to help an old lady out of the
I didn't
dirt?
make it weird. I'm just saying. Okay, just making sure. All right.
See. Okay, I was at the park. 2 weeks ago? I was at the park with the kids, and then I told Brenda, "Meet me at the park." And she's like, "How do I get there? Send me the address." I'm like, "I don't know the address. I just know you drive down the street, you see the 7-Eleven, make a left."
Yeah.
And she's like,
"Landmarks.
What 7-Eleven?" I'm like, "Oh, you got to be kidding me! We go to this park every other day. Like, you don't see the 7-Eleven?" She's like, "No, I just follow the path to the park, and that's it."
She's following the blue line on her phone.
GPS?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't pay attention.
The
to
blue
it.
line has
Yeah.
made us all bad navigators.
It has. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like spell check.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Oh my gosh! I just get how frustrating is it when you can't even get close enough to get the red squiggle?
Horrible.
I hate that.
I feel stupid. Yeah, I can't even get this thing to correct it.
There was a word the other day. I was trying to. I couldn't even get close enough. Was it clairvoyant? I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it. I'm like, just CLAYO.
Yeah.
There might be a U in there. Like, just give me some help. And it's like, no replacements found. Like, you suck, Apple.
This is why. Yes.
Speaking of like navigation, so when I babysit these two little girls, I pick them up from school and I bring them home. I do this basically the same route every day. Sometimes I'll change it up basically based off of traffic or whatever. And there was a complete and total meltdown yesterday because apparently there's been this house that has a blow-up spider and a blow-up pumpkin in the front yard, and she really wanted to see it. I didn't know she really wanted to see it until we'd already gone away that we weren't supposed to see it, and just complete, total, irrevocable meltdown because she wanted to see this. And I'm also like, they could have taken it down by now because it's November 7th, and I'm like, how do I explain this?
You can never go back that way ever again.
Never.
You just have to go the other.
Never
It's gone, honey.
Ever.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
Speaking of GPS, DeMarco, you use the GPS, right? Do
Yes.
You use Apple Maps or you use Waze?
GPS. Google.
Oh, no.
Google Maps.
Ew.
All right. So
Why?
anyway,
Why? Ew.
Blech. It's the worst user interface.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it
Well,
gets me
anyway,
there.
I was going to say, you get where you're going, right?
I use Waze, right?
Yeah.
So there's a feature there where I had my daughter record the directions, like, in 1 mile, turn left, and it's my daughter's voice.
Oh,
bro,
that's
you'll
so cool.
love that because you can have your daughter record.
No,
yours.
I wouldn't like that because
dude.
I get enough of that.
Dad.
Dad,
U-turn.
Dad. Yeah, I get enough.
And
I'm
then-
good.
U-turn, Dad.
Yeah.
In 200 feet, Dad.
You have arrived.
Again, I gotta go to the bathroom. Dad, stop on the freeway. I have to go now.
And why does Google bother you? As long as he's getting where he's supposed to go on time.
I just don't need to see it.
Don't need to see it.
I hate the user interface for Google Maps. Apple
It's
Maps
the same,
all the way.
It's just
You
the
put in
blue
an
line,
address.
and
Okay,
it takes you where
know
you're
what?
going.
What am I missing
I
here?
think it's one.
I don't know.
It sucks. Two, my roommate, he does, because he plays a lot of video games, he does north centering, like GPS. So it's not necessarily like, it doesn't look like you're going right. It's just based off of going north. And I every time I look at it, it makes me want to throw
map
up.
to turn. He has the car turn. Right?
Yes.
And so, like, my map just goes as if I'm facing
You're
forward.
always the map is always where your
Always going
car is
that way.
pointed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
His map is where north is. And I'm
Right.
like, how do you understand this?
What do you use?
I have it set up like her, where my map. I use Apple Maps, but if you
The default is what.
but if you deleted it and said you got to use Google, my response would be okay.
Or the one in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
As long as I get there, she doesn't like the interface.
Okay, I guess
but
not.
the north-oriented one is, I can do it, but I don't like it.
It makes me want to vomit.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Because I want the map to turn under the car,
going the same way I'm going. Yeah.
I don't want north to be up here, and I'm headed south. And
Totally.
And I need to make a right, but it actually looks like a left.
Now I'm going
I don't
backwards.
like that.
Well, you
Now
don't
I'm
need my
going
cardinal
backwards.
direction.
Yeah.
I don't know where anything is.
Yes.
Susan says up. Just go up.
Just go up. Nice.
Up.
Okay.
Up is up.
Honestly, me and Susan would get along because I understand what she's talking about.
She means that way. Yeah.
Okay, DeMarco, I'm at a light. Go up.
Straight.
That's not.
Then say straight.
Then say straight.
That's right.
You get to the intersection of Laguna Niguel and Marina Hills. Go up.
You
What?
mean like hit the booster and go up?
No, Susan, if you're listening, I understand completely what you're talking about
The
because
Mach 5
you make a lot of
jump.
sense.
Up. Left.
Yes.
Right. East. West. North. South. These are all directions
Yes.
to turn.
I didn't know you drove a Harrier.
Up.
Okay.
Yeah. Up is to the moon.
Right. Wow.
I have this conversation with my friend all the time. So she lives in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which there's one way to get in and out of town. There's one road. You can go east or west out of town, basically. I say we're at
twice. Sorry.
we're at bring drinks with her friend, and they say, "Oh, we came in from the east," and I was like, "Right or left?" And they're like, "It
But
depends
right
on where
or
you
left
are."
is oriented, but
I
depending
know.
on which direction you're facing.
I know. This is meaning that I'm a self-centered person. Right and left only applies to me.
They booed Paul George last night at Intuit Dome.
For what?
I don't know, because they're
What
Clipper
could you
fans.
possibly
left.
boo him for?
Because they're Clipper fans. I don't know how else to explain it other than it was either Clipper fans that are knuckleheads or Laker fans that are still mad that he didn't come in the first place.
More of the latter.
Yeah, maybe because Paul George, look, I get that Chris Paul was a Clipper, Blake
Yes.
Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, they're probably, others, whatever. The most success the Los Angeles Clippers have ever had was when Paul George took them to the Western Conference Finals. And by the way, it wasn't that long ago. And,
Did he pop off?
No.
Did he wreck a car?
So he
kick a dog?
Went to the Philadelphia 76ers because the Philadelphia 76ers paid the going rate.
They paid him.
The Clippers opted not to. He was a free agent. He didn't demand
He's
a
a
trade.
professional basketball player that hit free agency and went to the highest bidder.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, he did say previously on his podcast that playing on the Clippers was challenging because you were always the B team and the building was filled with Laker people.
But that's the truth.
That is the truth.
He didn't take a shot at the franchise.
No, he said the people that were there but I don't understand. Like, this is the Clipperiest Clipper thing ever, that you booed a guy who is at least on the short list of the best player to have ever played in your uniform.
True.
Took you as far as you've ever been, and he was the reason because Kawhi was hurt.
Yes.
We're going to boo that guy?
There's no reason to
Why?
boo Paul George.
And by the way, Paul George is an entirely non-offensive entity.
Okay, so I think you're booing your franchise through him. He is the avatar for your franchise right now. The reason he's not in uniform.
Yeah.
The reason you're not dropping banners like the Lakers is because guys like him aren't with you anymore.
But wouldn't
so it's
you,
not necessarily booing. You can't boo
I understand,
the team.
I understand what you're saying, but when they say, now playing, out of where'd he go? Fresno State, 12th year guard out of Fresno State, Paul George. Don't you go crazy in favor of him? Like, man, we wish you were still here. These suckers didn't give us what we wanted. You cheer him. You don't boo him to embarrass the team.
Can I cheer him if I'm mad that he's not here?
Yeah, but it wasn't his choice not to be there.
I know. It's misdirected, and I would apologize to Mr. George. I would if I was a boo guy. But it's not him you're booing necessarily. It's the fact that he's not here. And I can't boo
they
the team.
Booed him. Like, every time he had the ball, they would boo him.
I think it was all that. I can't boo the team because I'm here. I bought a ticket to see this nonsense. So I can't boo myself.
That's a that's a tricky way to get your displeasure across.
I guess so. I'm trying to help them out, but there's no reason to boo Paul George. Other than the fact that he doesn't play for you anymore.
Dude, you got an owner that is building you incredible arenas, that's spending a ton of money and didn't pay him.
We had a
that's
question.
The guy you pay. That's the dude you pay.
We had a question pre-show. Why would you choose to be a Clipper fan in this city? That's like choosing to be an Angels fan.
That's what they say. I want to be different.
I think it's that. And I don't.
And then boo when they're dysfunctional.
Sometimes you make these choices before you're really even thinking about making them. Very rarely. I mean, did you just decide one day to wake up and be You said you're a Raider fan as a kid,
Raiders
right?
fan.
Like, did you just wake up and say, I'm going to be a Raiders fan because of this? You just like, oh, Howie Long's pretty cool. I like that guy. I'll root for that team, right?
Well, it was handed down.
Yeah.
We are Raider
There you go.
fans.
So
we're a Raider
you're,
family.
You're in before you even kind of understand what it means.
That happens in L.A. with the Clippers?
I don't know.
That's what you choose to be a Clipper fan. You make a conscious choice not to be a Laker fan.
Paul George is not Kobe Bryant. I get
Yeah.
it. He's not Magic Johnson, but he's your guy. For better or for worse, he's your guy.
Imagine if
I
you're
know
a
he's
free
played
agent. Why would you come to this team? If your fans are booing him,
well,
money?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
If it's close, then I'm not coming. Unless it's
No,
the
no.
Lakers.
If it's a toss-up, then you lose.
They just
But
booed Paul George. Yeah.
They paid the guy that never plays and let the guy that took you. I don't know. It's weird.
They
that's
use
one of the
Google
things-
Maps.
They use Google Maps and dating apps.
Right.
Have you figured out who it is yet?
I think I have it. Maybe.
All right, we can guess off the air, and then I'll tell you if you get it right or
Okay.
not. I know USC's not going to fire Lincoln Riley right now, but should they at least get their ducks in a
God,
row?
that's 3
Who
times.
keeps calling you? What is that?
I told you that every time I tell a story, they call me up. Go ahead. Keep going.
There's a little thing on the side. You toggle it to silent.
It's broken. Okay, there we go.
Strav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Mace here. Wait until you experience the NBA at the hottest, most amazing venue in LA. That is Cosm in Inglewood. It's called Immersive Shared Reality. It will look and feel like you are courtside. If you want to be at Cosm for live NBA action, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Use code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA game in November. Do not wait. Tickets go fast. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Did he guess right?
No. I said Angel Reese. No?
No, not
okay,
Angel Reese.
because that would be unfair. She does
That'd be
not
cool.
need a dating app.
She definitely doesn't, though.
Just walk
whatever
outside.
they want.
Just walk outside. Yeah.
If that's what,
Your dating app is just walking outside.
if that's how she wants to roll.
Yes.
If that's how whoever wants to roll.
Just saying. Who is it? I'm dying to know this.
I'm
Is it
one,
KD?
definitely not saying it
It's
on
Kevin
air.
Durant, isn't it? Kevin Durant was in the news about not being married, not having a girlfriend at this age. It has to be him.
I have no idea.
It doesn't have to be him because it's okay. It's not Kevin Durant.
It's not Kevin Durant? Okay.
We're gonna be here a while if we just list the people
going.
it's
I'm going
not.
to keep going.
Yeah.
You can't tell me the sport. Is it football?
I'm not going to tell you the sport.
Soccer.
Soccer. Well,
I don't know.
Okay.
Whoa. What's that supposed to mean?
What?
You say, well, I get
for some dudes in soccer,
not
right?
soccer players. Trust.
I'm
Nope.
just. That's what I'm saying.
Soccer
like Angel
players-
Reese, walk outside.
Soccer
Yes.
players are either number 1 or number 1A when it comes to getting the most beautiful
That's what I'm
girlfriends'
saying.
wives.
Just walk outside.
You know,
yeah, you're
who's
good.
the only other acceptable answer to who is doing the best? Race car drivers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
F1 guys.
Yeah, any race car drivers, NASCAR guys, F1 guys. Those guys are on another level.
I mean, Ginger Spice.
Yeah, they're on
Yeah.
another level. You know who's a sneaky third?
Who?
Hockey players.
Really? Well,
Yes.
okay. All right.
Yes, soccer and race car drivers.
Not to
are-
be offensive.
because soccer and race car drivers, they're international, so
Yeah.
they get to pick from the entire world, right?
Yes.
The best of the best.
Yes. Hockey players are more specific.
Hockey
And
players.
we'll leave it there.
Like I've been through some hockey dressing rooms.
I think NASCAR
before.
players are probably pretty specific
NASCAR drivers?
too.
Yeah. That F1 guys, yeah, I'm with you. But anyway, I'm dying to know who this is that uses a dating
Get on,
app.
which app was it, Em?
Hinge.
Hinge. You just got to start.
Okay.
Do you swipe in Hinge?
No, you like.
Can you say if it's a guy or a girl?
It's a guy.
It's a guy. Is he single?
From his Instagram
Hope so.
perusing, it is single.
Hope so.
I'm just trying to narrow it down.
Arrangements in the world.
Just trying to narrow it down.
There
Okay.
are some arrangements that people have. You know,
Why are you getting uncomfortable?
I'm just saying. Okay.
the way that it goes. It's the
This
way
is
that it
really
goes.
fun for me.
Wow.
All right. Kurt Cignetti is the coach at Indiana.
Yes.
He's really good. They're undefeated.
Son of Frank.
I don't know his lineage.
Used to be a Rams linebacker coach.
Okay.
Yes.
And he's won national championships with JMU.
Yes.
His pedigree is interesting. So this is the first like major stop that he's had as a head coach. But he worked for Nick Saban at Alabama. Like he's been some places.
He's been around.
And he clearly knows what he's doing. He's made Indiana really good at football.
Made them tough.
The Indiana would they would be in the 12-team playoff if it started today. They're very likely to get in because what they have left on their schedule, they might lose a game, but I don't think they're going to lose a bunch of games. I think they're going to get in.
What do you think that would do to college football if they won the national championship? If Indiana runs the table?
What a great question.
That would be the biggest Cinderella story of all time.
It probably would be right up there, yeah. Yeah.
It would open the door for a lot of other conferences saying that we could do that too. So this whole Big Ten SEC stuff may be out the window.
Well, they're in the Big Ten. That's the problem.
Well, the bottom part of the Big Ten.
Well, not this year. Like, but your point is
historically,
a good one. Yeah, they are not a power school.
Yeah,
they,
if
they are
can do it, we can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
It would put a ton of pressure on the Purdues and the and the Minnesotas and the Rutgerses of the world.
Yes.
Wow, that's fascinating.
I wonder where they are NIL money because I'm sure they're not spending as much as other
wouldn't think
schools.
so. Which brings me to this point.
Okay.
I agree with you. I think their NIL is probably modest at best.
Yeah.
Okay, probably not even modest. Their facilities for football, I would imagine, are middle of the pack, right?
Yes.
This guy's putting them in the CFP with those sorts of guardrails on his program. What if you took him off? What if you gave him an environment where there's a ton of local talent? What if you gave them an environment that cares deeply about football? Football's the number one sport on campus.
Yeah.
You give him an environment that's rich in tradition, that has an alumni with incredibly deep pockets that wants to win. You give him access to an NIL package that is, second to none, at least potentially.
You're going to send him to Alabama?
I'm going to send him to USC.
Oh, hey.
And I know he's not leaving right now. I know he's not leaving in the middle of the season. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that a friend of a friend of a friend could call a friend of a friend of a friend, and you could start having some conversations.
Your agent can talk about it.
Right.
Definitely.
And talk terms. And because as good as they're doing it at Indiana right now, there does feel like there's a ceiling on that, right? There is no ceiling at SC if you get it right.
Ooh, you'd play that game. You'd make overtures towards him, and he'd have to reject. He'd have to keep saying, I love Indiana. I love what I'm doing here. Because he can't derail his momentum there, right?
Well,
but if you're SC, you could.
He's not even on the phone. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He can look into a camera and say, I haven't talked to a single person at USC. I have no idea what you're talking
and
about.
I'm at IU.
And he can say that and can be truthful and accurate. That doesn't mean that others aren't talking.
People, yeah.
Because if I said to you, you're Kurt Cignetti, and I'm the athletic director or because that can't.
A proxy.
I'm a proxy.
Yeah.
And I said, listen.
Would you?
I want no, not even that. Give me your wildest dreams.
Oh.
Tell me what it would take if you could have anything in the world.
My pie in the sky.
If anything in the world as a football coach, what would you want?
Okay, salary this. Okay. I need this sort of facilities. I need this. I need access to that, and I want to hire my own guys.
Great. When can you start?
Well, let me finish out at IU first.
Okay.
Yeah, let me take that back.
I get that. But if it's one of those,
can you do that? Because to do that, you have to fire Lincoln Riley.
Sure.
Which means you have to eat $91 million.
But here's the problem.
Could you do that?
Financially, it's a huge pill to swallow.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: somebody's going to hire that guy.
He's not going to leave Indiana.
Okay, maybe not, and we can talk about that in a second. But somebody is going to come in and do what I just said.
Of course.
Somebody's going to come in and say, tell me your dream list. Okay.
Because they're not just
give it
lucky.
to you.
They're good.
They are good.
They are well coached.
I will give you whatever you want. You can hire whoever you want. We will pay you whatever you want. We'll pay your assistants whatever they want. We're going to give you all the NIL. Here. Oh, by the way, here's our room with all our Heisman trophies. You've seen what it looks like when it works. That That Indiana can't do that. He can be
That's what I
a
would lead
legend
with.
at that,
Yes.
but they can't do that.
So that's the question I have for you.
And if you don't do it, somebody else might.
But you could be a legend at one place that's not a Power 5 school, let's say Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
You'd basically be unfireable for the season you're having right now. And
For a long time, yes.
And the goodwill you've built up.
I
You
agree.
have done something that no one else has been able to do.
I agree.
If you're putting them in the playoffs, let's say you win the whole shebang.
Even if you win a game,
If you win a game.
we're selling this guy short. Getting in is what we're talking
right.
about.
Let's say you go beyond that, you
Yeah.
win a game, and let's say you play for a national championship and you lose. You're unfireable now at Indiana.
For a long time.
They would build monuments to you
I
at
agree.
Indiana. You could be the guy. You'd be the football version of Bobby Knight.
You'd be there. Well, Bobby Knight won,
he won
multiple titles.
But you know what I'm
and basketball,
unfireable.
and they're a basketball school, so they expect to win that.
Yes.
This would be one of those. No one would ever whisper about your job for at least a decade.
At
That's
least
for
a
sure.
decade, you're
Yeah.
set.
Yes.
Or you could chase the money and possibly have a 35% chance that if it goes bad, I can get fired. Just like Lincoln Riley.
Well, if it goes bad, you're going to get fired.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
Here's the question.
Would you take the money or stay where you're most comfortable and loved?
I'm going to go back to college basketball for a second. I'm going to turn to this. Would you rather be Mark Few or have a chance at being Dean Smith? Would you rather be Mark Few or would you rather have a chance at being Bobby Knight?
I'm sure
have
Mark
a chance
Few's-
of being
yeah.
Mike Krzyzewski, because Mark Few is a great coach. His
Yes.
program wins.
Probably his pocketbook is doing well.
He's got all the money he's ever going to need. He's happy in Spokane.
Yes.
He loves Gonzaga. He's on the Olympic staff as an assistant. He has a great
But
life.
when you talk about great college basketball coaches, how many guys do you go through before you get to him?
There you go.
That I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
and-
I'd want a shot at immortality.
I would too.
And we would get fired after 4 or 5 years.
Or
right.
you
Or
hit it.
what?
Or you Pete Carroll.
See, this is how Vegas got built right
Yeah.
there. See?
No, but
yeah.
it doesn't have. It's not 1 in a million.
Yeah.
It's 1 in 10 or 15. It's
way
not
more pressure on this side. There's 0 over here.
Completely agree.
Yes.
But if it hits, I'm Pete Carroll. I'm John McKay. I'm John Robinson.
Yeah.
I am a legend at a place where football is the most important thing.
Well, that's what I don't know about. I know Cignetti is a great coach, and he is born and bred into football. Like they said with the Spartans, he's born into this life.
Yeah.
This is what he is born to do. I don't know if he's chasing immortality as a coach.
Yeah.
If he wants to be on that short list of greatest coaches of all time.
He doesn't seem to lack confidence
at all, because
He's
you could accomplish all your goals right there
He
at Indiana.
kind of runs his mouth. It's pretty great.
Fun.
Yeah, it
but
is fun.
I don't think you can do that at a different school. You can do that there. You can't do that here.
I think he is who he is. I think he's going
You
to
think
do it
so?
wherever. I don't think he's putting on a front. I think it's who he is.
Because if it goes bad here,
Then it goes bad and you're fired and you leave with a sack of money.
But if it goes bad here and you pop off, then it's horrible. It's a horrible environment. There,
those guys, I don't.
No
think
one
those guys
expects you to
think like
win.
that. He runs his mouth. He's confident.
This
is
is
what
true.
I do. What do you say? Google me. I win.
Of course, right? I know.
That's what he does.
It's great when you're winning, but if
Guess
you
we
lose,
passed that
you
test.
become Greg Schiano.
I get it.
Now it's no longer fun.
Greg
Now it's
Schiano, but by the way, where's Greg Schiano?
probably in Italy somewhere.
He's back at Rutgers coaching,
Kicking
right?
butt.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's like he's fine.
This
It's like
is true.
that stuff goes away eventually.
You can always go back. Take the money and come back. But
take a shot at being a legend.
You can.
I'm looking at this from the SC side, not even necessarily the Cignetti side.
Yeah.
That the SC side is you have a guy that might be one of those guys. They don't come around all that often, but when they do, you got to kind of take a shot at one.
Yeah.
And by the way, he might not. This may be lightning in a bottle. Well, who
I
knows?
think you go NIL first. You give Lincoln Riley one more chance with a high-priced talent.
What if that guy ends up at Florida?
Which one?
Florida Cignetti.
Oh,
ends
then
up
he
at
builds.
Florida or Florida State or one.
Then he builds and
by
you
the
never
way,
get him. Yeah.
By the way, Penn State.
Yep.
Give him the resources of a place like Penn State. James Franklin's down the road.
Right.
It's like we could have had that.
So Penn State or SC? What would you take?
I'd pick SC 1,000 times out of 1,000, but
Me
that's
too.
me. But
Yeah.
if I was a football coach, I don't know, Penn State
or an East Coast guy.
Penn State
I
might.
mean, it's not unlike Dan Hurley. You know,
Yeah.
it's like going back to
Yeah.
UConn or going to the Lakers.
I think if you pick Penn, I don't think everybody's going, "What the hell are you doing?" You know what I mean?
It's a great job.
Yeah.
Yes, great job to have. They love the Nittany Lions.
Just say,
Yeah, you-
have the guy that knows the guy that knows the guy. Call the
Make
guy
inroads.
that knows the guy that knows the guy, and just say, "Hey, listen, I don't know. What if?
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. Let me know what you think about that.
Nice.
And then everybody can tell. We haven't even talked about that.
There's a way to do business.
There sure is.
Yes.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room, now open 24/7. Call in 877-710-ESPN. We're doing this now, Em. We're calling in right now. Let's call in right now to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino, which includes tickets to the Monday tailgate party passes at the casino and game day tickets to SoFi. There's something going on at SoFi on Monday night that you are not going to want to miss, and you're not going to want to miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Hollywood Park Casino, park, party, and play must be 21 and older to enter. Know your Rams trivia. Know your Rams opponent. And give us a call. 877-710-ESPN. It's all coming up next. It's Travis and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. And after you call us, if you are involved in an accident, here's what's going to happen. Hopefully you've never been involved in an accident. I would assume that many of us have. It's scary. It's confusing. Maybe you're hurt. Maybe you're not quite sure what's going to happen next. This is why you got to call the law offices of Joseph S. Normand, because they're going to get you what you're entitled to, DeMarco. They're going to get you what you deserve. And Joe is an expert in making sure that the insurance company doesn't take advantage of it.
And no doubt, man, accidents can be devastating, and the recovery process is, like you said, underrated and difficult to deal with. No one should face it alone. No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to any insurance company can and will be used against you at some point throughout the process. You know that firsthand.
Absolutely. My son was involved in an accident. I called Joe, and Joe goes, okay, Trav, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this, and this. They're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. Just he knew the game before it happened, and it was so comforting to know that there was an expert on our side.
So listen to us, because there's so many choices out there, especially with a legal team, but you need an all-star team behind you. Call this number right now, 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com. Again, 213-747-2000.
Give Joe a call.
John Ireland here. If you're thinking about upgrading your home or office with the best brands in the world, like Crestron, Nice, Lutron, or Control 4, it's got to be Mir and no one else. Why? Because for more than 40 years, the biggest names in Hollywood, sports, and business have all trusted Mir, and so should you. Want to learn more? Call 310-234-4010 or check them out at miraudiovideo.com today.
Trojan fans, want to go to the USC-UCLA rivalry game at the Rose Bowl? Just grab an icy cold Coors Light and visit CoorsLight.com/college football. Enter the keyword SCORE, and you got a shot to win your tickets to the game. It's all thanks to our great friends at Coors Light, the official beer of college football and proud partner of the USC Trojans on ESPN LA.
No purchase necessary. Starts 8/1/24. Ends 1/21/25 at 11:59 p.m. CT. Must be legal residents of 50 USDC, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. Use keyword to get entries for keyword prizes. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/college football for entry instructions, keywords, odds, prices, and restrictions. Sponsor Molson Coors Beverage Company, USA, LLC, 250 South Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 60606. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bust blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access, Hollywood Park Casino, located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Geico 004527. Geico 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
My office has its ups and downs.
I share my office.
But no matter what kind of office you have, one thing's for certain. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast, and you can invite your top choices to apply. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
My office has everything you could ever want.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-298-9532. 800-298-9532. Again, that's 800-298-9532. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to endurancewarranty.com.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
All right, so you have a chance to win a very, very cool prize. It's the ultimate game day prize from Hollywood Park Casino, which includes Monday's tailgate passes at the casino and game day tickets to SoFi. But you got to answer a Rams trivia question first, so listen up. The question does not change, okay? So if you are going first, you have an advantage because you're going first. If you're going after that, it's the same question. So pay attention. Here is your question. DeMarco,
shoot.
I know you know the answer to this one.
Okay.
Name 2 players who were on the Rams Super Bowl winning team in 2021 who are currently members of the Miami Dolphins. Okay. No, Mr. Cotter. No, we're not doing that. All right, let's start with Kyle in Los Angeles. Kyle, I'll ask you the question again. Give me 2 members of the Rams Super Bowl winning team in 2021 that are currently on the Miami Dolphins.
Can I give him a hint?
No.
Oh.
Go ahead, Kyle.
DeMarco, I'd love a hint. I would love a hint. I know Jalen Ramsey is one of them.
Yes.
And
here's your hint. The other one plays football.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Kyle. Sorry about that. All right, he gave you one. You
That's
got
one.
You got one. Let's go to Kenny and Tarzana.
Kenny's gonna
Kenny,
get this. Yeah.
2 members of the Rams Super Bowl winning team in 2021 that are currently member of the Miami Dolphins.
You know this, Kenny.
Odell Beckham Jr. and Jalen Ramsey.
There we go. There we go, Kenny.
Nice.
You are the winner. Stay on the line, and you just won the Ultimate Game Day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino, which includes Monday's tailgate party passes at the casino. That's a good party, DeMarco. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that? What's going on over there?
No.
That is a good party.
It's
a good
party?
tailgate party.
Okay.
Yes. And game day passes for SoFi, Hollywood Park Casino. Park party and play must be 21 and old.
Free drinks?
Older to attend. I've only seen it from a distance.
Yeah.
I've never been in it because we do our post-game show live from the Rays Lounge at Hollywood Park Casino afterwards.
Yeah.
So I park there to start my day and then walk to SoFi, and that tailgate party is going on. There's food. There's great smells coming out from it.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a good deal.
My idea, like you said, pie in the sky, like for Signetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the same party, but
Okay.
everything's free.
Oh yeah,
And it's all you can
must
whatever.
have tailgate items.
Thank you very much.
It's got to be there. Number one thing, like you can, if it's not there, you're like you got to be kidding me.
Beer.
Okay, number 2. That's the correct answer.
Okay, I wish. Well, for me, back in the day, bratwurst.
Oh,
if they had
yeah.
brats, I'm all in.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. You?
Hot dog would be my
Hot dog,
bratwurst.
yeah.
Same idea. You know
Yeah.
what is a sneak? Like it's climbing my rankings over and over again because I've added a grill to my game. Like for a
yeah.
long time, we just brought cooler stuff and we didn't cook anything. But now I got a camp stove that I cook on.
A what?
Chili.
Chili right now. Yeah.
Make a big pot. Like you make the chili ahead of time,
Yeah.
right? But then you bring the pot, you put the pot on the stove, and then you got chili dogs, you got pepper bellies, you've got Frito pie. How good is a Frito pie, by the way?
See, we're just talking. Oh, by the way,
you can have chili, right? We can make vegan chili's not
I can
that
make
bad.
vegetarian chili.
Yeah.
I just don't put cheese on it. I do.
Right.
I do make veggie chili. I make 2 chilies.
A lot
one
of
for
beans in
them,
that chili?
Tons.
Yeah.
Black and pinto and red.
Red kidney.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get it.
They booed Paul George because he talked about the team on a podcast.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He
You know what he
everyone's
said?
back in, including Kawhi, and his co-host Dallas Rutherford started trashing the franchise. Is that true?
If you say trashing the franchise is letting everybody know that they're the B team in town, then
Telling the
I
truth.
guess, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that trashing the
I
franchise?
guess so. My buddy who's a Clipper fan said, I don't like your attitude, but I'm right. That's what he said. Yeah, 2 separate texts. I don't like your attitude right now.
Yeah.
Next text, but you're right. My man.
2 things can be true at the same time.
Reply.
Right?
Who cares?
Come on.
I bet you I haven't had a day in the last, I don't know, 3-4 months, maybe longer, where I haven't replied to somebody who cares.
Really?
Yeah, not to the same person every time, but at least once. It might be the kids, it might be my wife, it might be my buddies, it might be you guys. There's at least one. Who cares?
That's a pretty. I love that.
There's no response to that.
Yes.
Hey, what about this? Who cares?
Who cares? Done.
Now what do I do?
Over. Argument done.
There's nothing to do there.
Yes, like Google Maps. Who cares? I'm kidding.
Good game tonight.
Yeah. What, Thursday night?
Yeah.
Yes, exciting. I'm thinking more of Monday. I was going to ask you this real quick, not to change subjects, but I would rather have Odell Beckham Jr. go off. Like those 2 guys you just mentioned.
Ramsey.
Or Beckham Jr. I'd rather have that guy go off because if Jalen goes off, that means somebody else is getting punished. All OBJ can do is score.
Yeah.
Jalen can hurt people, knock people out of game. Ruin the rest of your season type stuff.
Okay, I think I agree with you, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud here.
Yeah.
If Jalen goes off, or no, let me
it
go
won't
the other
be
way.
picks.
If OBJ has a big day, Jalen's going to be Jalen.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Like Jalen is a quiet game from Jalen's still a pretty darn good game.
Yes.
If OBJ goes off, he hasn't played great this season. He's been pretty quiet.
Right.
So now the odds of keeping OBJ super quiet, or if he's having a big day, Tyreek Hill's going to do something. Mostert's going to do something.
Yeah.
Ramsey's going to do something. I don't know if that's not a worse. Like adding all that up leads to more bad news for the Rams.
If all those guys go off, you still have a chance to outscore, I guess. But like I'm saying, Jalen big day is ouchy and ooey for you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's all painful, and it's not just covering receivers or tackling Kyron. It's on blitzes. And
is he in
Matthew
his feelings
Stafford.
About the Rams? Does he have hard feelings?
No,
that's just him.
He's in his feelings about everybody.
Yeah.
If you're on his team, he's the greatest player you could ever have, greatest teammate. If he's the opponent, it's like he hates you. You know, it has nothing to do with...
He's a terrific player.
He is. It is.
Yeah.
He's super valuable, but I can't wait to see how Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua handle him.
How do you do it? Well, you're drawing it up. You're the OC for the day. What are you doing?
I would respect him by not going away from him. Because when you go away from him, you give him power. When you obviously tell him that we are afraid of you, that gives him more power.
A lot of Kyren?
I would.
Yeah.
I'd make him tackle on the perimeter.
Yeah.
I'd give him short stuff. Just like Buffalo. Josh Allen kept everything short. I think it was like his air yards were like 3 yards per throw. Keep everything short, make them miss tackles, and move on down the field. That's what I would try to do.
Yeah. I don't know what this is about Monday night that is...
Because you're not going to throw it over his head.
Monday Night Football. That guy.
Who is that?
John Sutcliffe from ESPN Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah. He's in Espanol. He's terrific.
Sí.
This one has... I got hinky vibes for this one.
You're nervous?
Yeah,
you should be.
Their
good.
record stinks, and they don't. That's a bad combination. Like I don't like that combination. Like the Rams earlier this year at 1-3, it's like we're 1-4.
Yeah,
1-4. You're like, okay, I know that record stinks, but they're going to beat some people. Like they're not as bad as the record. I'm not saying they were playing great football because they weren't, but they had weapons. Matthew Stafford is problematic. Kyren Williams is problematic. You knew Kupp and Puka was just a matter of time they're going to come back. They were going to find a way to beat some. That's what this Dolphins team feels like at 2-6.
Oh, no doubt. And I hope that most people know that about them. I know most football fans do. But when you do beat Miami on Monday night, I hope you get the rub for beating a good Miami club and not just beating a 2-6 football team.
That. They won't.
I know they won't.
They won't.
But
honestly,
to me
DeMarco,
and you, yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they're 5-4. The Dolphins are 2-7 at that point. You got New England coming up.
Yeah.
That is a team who I think reflects their record.
Oh yes, they're bad.
Yeah, that's not a good team.
So it goes beyond. If you want the credit for beating Miami, not only do you have to beat them, you have to hold Tyreek to under 100. You have to hold OBJ to out of the end zone. You have to beat Jalen Ramsey a few times. You have to make them one-dimensional. You have to shut them down where people can see the stats and say, these star players that are on this bad team had a bad day against the Rams on Monday night.
We'll see how much you believe in that. We're doing our picks against the spread. Coming up next is Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
My Pachanga. I just made up a new song called My Pachanga. I love that. D-Far here. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Why get stuck in traffic when you don't have to? Gosh, if I can get out of traffic, I will. You can be at the best casino resort in Southern California in less than 1 hour, less than 60 minutes. Pachanga gives all the guests the amenities they expect of a world-class resort, exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, golf. Let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. The casino floor is huge. There's 1,100 hotel rooms and suites, the spa, the golf course, 20 bars and restaurants, and so much more make Pachanga Resort Casino one of the largest resort casinos in the country. Come see why readers of Newsweek and USA Today voted Pachanga Resort Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. So whether your idea of entertainment is lounging poolside like me and with me, or putting a great bet on blackjack, visit Pachanga.com, or Pachanga Resort Casino is waiting for you. Visit Pachanga.com or call this number, 888-PACHANGA, to book a reservation for more info. Also, follow them on Instagram at Pachanga Casino for up-to-the-minute news and info, and I'll see you at Pachanga.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
Of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today. And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
All right, the Trav and DeMarco Show had a bye last week. We did not pick last week.
We did not pick last week.
Look, you know what got in the way? Dodgers won the World Series.
Yep. And then there was a parade.
And then there was a parade.
Yes.
Yeah, so
where's the count?
Here's the count.
Okay.
M is the leader, 39.
Correct?
Jorge, right on her heels, 38.
Okay.
You, not far behind at 34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is this update?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do it last week.
No, there was 1 week in between.
I
have
this is
as
week
of
10.
Week 7, that's the score.
Did I put it on the wrong one?
39.
I remember I had 38. That's
38.
Sure. Yeah.
No.
34.
No, I think we're right. Where did you add points? You know what it is, Em? I never finished week 8.
Yeah,
give me the
that's
new
I think
count.
where we are.
Okay, give me the new
I don't
count.
have the new count either. I thought you had the new count.
Oh no!
All right, I will give us an updated count at the end of this. Let's do our pick. But I have you're right. I did not add in week 8.
Okay. All right.
So week 10 is where we are right now. I'm going first. Miami here in LA, Monday Night Football. Dun 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 dun. Against the Rams. Rams are 1-point favorite at home against a 2-8 team or 2-6 team. That scares the living daylights out of me. I still like the Rams. I think they're going to win the game, but I do think it's going to be super, super close. Give me the Rams at 1. DeMarco.
Rams at 4.
Rams
I'm going the
at
opposite
4.
way.
You're going up big.
I'm playing the game. I'm trying to win.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Emily.
All right. I have not picked the Rams.
The Rams?
For a couple weeks. It's because they weren't covering, and I was like, let me get off of this. But I'm back on, so hopefully that's not a jinx against the Rams. I'm going to stick with the Rams at my 3. I think they win this game outright. So Rams at my 3.
Okay.
What's the stake again? Dinner, and you got to wear a funny costume.
The winner does not pay. The other 3 people have to split the bill.
And the loser has to wear the... okay, so
Correct.
I'm playing the game here. Okay, good.
You're in good shape. Jorge.
When is the game again?
Monday night Football. Dun, 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 dun.
Give me the Dolphins as my 2.
Miami
Dolphins
at 2. All right, DeMarco, you're going first here. The Titans will be at SoFi Stadium the day before.
Yeah.
Visiting to take on the Chargers. Chargers 7.5 points.
You know, I love what Harbaugh's done. Don't you love what Harbaugh's done?
I do.
He's come in and just kind of righted the ship, and the Titans are not very good.
No, they're not.
Yeah. I'll go with the Chargers. This is easy. Chargers as my 3.
Chargers as your 3.
That's 7 points right there.
Ms. Hebel.
All right. I think that the Chargers will also handily win this game because I think that whomever the quarterback is at the Titans, whether it's Mason Rudolph or Will Levis, they're going to throw him a couple interceptions. So Chargers at 2.
Chargers at 2. Jorge.
Chargers 3.
Chargers 3.
Yeah.
Tennessee 2. Here's why. The Chargers are a lot better. Tennessee does stink.
Horrible.
Chargers don't really blow people out. And 7.5 is a lot to me. I think the Chargers are going to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it might be a little bit closer than 7.5 points. So I got to try to make up some points along the way. Tennessee at 2 for me. Emily, you're first. San Francisco at Tampa. Tampa is a 6-point home underdog.
6 points. Jeez.
So I think this spread is so big because of Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
Whether or not he will play, he's looking likely to play, so it's going to swing it really wide, but he is coming off of an injury, but I think that they will score a lot. I think the Buccaneers are good. I think they're a good team, and they can score points as well. They can match up with almost any team they go against. So I think that's a huge number. I think it's a closer game than that, so Buccaneers at my 1, though.
Tampa at 1. Jorge, do I need to ask?
As my dad would say, the Buccaneers suck, so I'll take the 49ers at 4.
I'm going to take Tampa as well. I'm going to take Tampa at the 3 for all the reasons that Emily said. Mostly that's 6 points at home. And I agree with you, Em. Tampa doesn't souk. They're missing some guys, but shoot, they nearly beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They went to overtime with the Chiefs in Kansas City. I think they're a pretty good team, and they're in a weird spot. Their season could go a bad way if they don't show up, so I think they will. DeMarco.
San Francisco's 30 against the Jets, 30 against New England. 30. You know, I will take San Fran as my 2. I'm just going right down the line here. Yeah.
At 2. I'm doing the opposite. I'm climbing the ladder.
Okay.
All right, Jorge, you're going first here with this one. The Steelers in the nation's capital, 2.5-point Commander are the favorites.
This is hard.
Or like Latinos would say, the Steelos against the Commandos.
Los Steelos.
The Steelos?
The Steelos. Okay. So I'm going to take the Commandos at whatever I have left. I think it's the 1.
You do.
Yeah,
at the 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Steelers at the 4 because I think it's going to be really close, and I'll just take the points and hope that it's a 1-point game because I think that's going to be a very closely played game. DeMarco.
You know, I'm going to have some fun with this. This is my 1, so I'm going to take the Commandos.
Okay.
To beat the Steelos. Steelos? Steelos.
Say Esteelos.
Esteelos.
Yeah. Are you a Jaden Daniels? Are you fully on?
I am, and they got the corner from New Orleans.
Oh, Lattimore.
They are shoring up that side of the ball. I think they're making a run.
So I'm
trying to make a run.
When you make trades, sometimes it takes a moment for those guys to kind of find their way.
Not a
but
corner.
I was just going to ask that. The corner's different, isn't it?
Plug them in, go. You got that guy.
Emily, last pick.
Steelers also added McWilliams. I think the Steelers' defense is going to wreck the Commanders.
Ooh.
I think that they're going to keep them under 20 points. I think that the Steelers just have to get over 20 points. I think that TJ Watt is going to eat up Jaden Daniels, and I don't think he's gotten roughed around like that by a team before, or at least this year.
No.
So I'm going to go Steelers at my 4.
Steelers are kicking butt.
The Steelers are good.
Defense is scary.
10, 6, 10, 20, 13, 15, 18. That's the points they've allowed.
They're really good, and I'm not saying that Jaden Daniels isn't fantastic. I think he is, and I think he could be really, really good.
Yeah.
But every rookie quarterback has that game where they just have that game. It's like nothing goes right, and it usually involves somebody like T.J. Watt being in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
and
could
Nick
be
Fitzpatrick trying to pick him off every other
This could be
second.
welcome back to earth. How did Indianapolis score 27 on them?
I don't know. The Commanders were also not as great on their defense. I mean, they did add Lattimore, but again, like you said, it could take a second. And the Steelers, I think it's going to be like 21-14.
When you put a DB in there like Lattimore, is it just okay? You take him, and the other 10 guys we're going to run a defense, but just because you just got here,
I'll take you back. Remember when Deion Sanders was in San Fran?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is funny. He didn't even huddle up with the defense. He just stood off to the side. Your job is to take that guy away.
That's it.
And that's it.
And the other 10 guys will run a scheme of some sort, but you're just dealing with him.
We're going to play zone. We'll tell you. But your job is this. You can do the same thing with him.
Is that because Deion's Deion? Or is that just the position?
Just a hot corner.
Yeah.
Lattimore, you're here to do a job, and that's to take him away.
Do you have the scores? Because I believe I have the scores.
I haven't done them yet. We'll both do them, and we can reconvene to make sure that you're not trying to rip me off and make sure I have to wear a costume.
Okay.
All right.
Defensive
I don't think I
end,
need help with that.
D-tackle.
Fair.
Anything on defense you can pretty much plug in.
Oh.
Defensive end, defensive tackle, just go do what you do.
Linebackers?
I mean, unless it's a thinking spot like the inside spot where you got to make calls and checks and whatnot.
Just go hit that guy.
Take
him out.
I mean, yeah.
Make him feel
For
you.
the most part, yes.
Make him know you're here.
Right.
Let
him.
Yeah, let him know that you're out here too. The Dump Super Crosstalk's coming up next. Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland is next after Travis and DeMarco.
Let me hear your Mahomes, Mason.
I don't have one.
Oh.
Kermit the Frog here.
Oh, that was good.
That wasn't terrible.
Great. Greg,
Yeah, no, Greg, you've got Kermit the Frog down. Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah.
That's good. Very good. The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. LA's premier card room now open 24/7. Tune in all this week to Travis and DeMarco to win the ultimate game day prize pack from Hollywood Park Casino. That includes tailgate party passes to HPC and game day tickets at SoFi. Listen for your cue to call 877-710-ESPN and don't miss your chance to win the ultimate game day prize pack. Tailgate passes to HPC and game tickets to SoFi. Hollywood Park Casino. Park, party, and play. Must be 21 and older to enter.
Transform your living space into the ultimate smart home experience with Mir Audio Video. From breathtaking cinema rooms to seamless Wi-Fi systems, Mir's expert technicians are certified by the industry leaders, Crestron, Control4, Lutron, Nice, and more. Whether it's your cozy home or a bustling commercial space, Mir delivers unparalleled service tailored just for you. Visit the showroom today at 2040 Westwood Boulevard in Westwood or give them a call at 310-234-4010. That's 310-234-4010 or check out MirAudioVideo.com.
Take a sip of sunshine this season with Milagro Tequila. What's up, guys? It's D-Far. Milagro Tequila is made from 100% blue agave, crafted for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Enjoy the freshest margaritas with Milagro Silver, mix up some palomas with Reposado, or simply sip Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Milagro at your favorite retailer, in stores, and online. Welcome to the brighter side of tequila. Milagro Tequila. Must be 21 and over. Please enjoy responsibly.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Orthodontics are teaming up this fall because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. This can be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, a youngster who brightens your day. Tell us who's smiling and you could win some awesome prizes like sweet tickets from ESPN LA, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, and a grand prize of Invisalign from Beverly Hills Ortho. Enter now at ESPNLA.com and remember you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hogue Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hogue Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hogue Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hogue. Learn more at HogueOrthopedicInstitute.com.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like Bear Dynasty interior paint, their most durable one-coat hide paint ever. From a team color statement wall to a fan cave, complete with a mural honoring Nick Saban's 17-year dynasty.
Hey, I like that idea.
Nothing beats Bear Dynasty interior paint. It's everything you need all in one can.
Defend your game time with Bear and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Valid only when tended to colors from the Bear Dynasty and Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Color Collection.
Rita, Jorge, let's bring the nail gun over here.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
But floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
You could tell me that this is your favorite Christmas movie of all time, and I'm not going to yell at you for being wrong.
Die Hard.
Jingle all the way.
You can take that one if you want. Elf was released on this day in 2003.
Elf is funny.
Elf is great.
21 years ago, too.
Elf is great.
21 years ago?
Yeah, how about that?
Good Lord, this seems like it was yesterday.
I know.
Wow,
I know.
unreal.
So I was listening to a podcast where Jon Favreau, who directed Elf, was interviewed. And
he's in Elf.
Yeah, he is in Elf. And
I thought you said he is in Elf.
No. Why would I say that?
I was going to say,
well,
why would you say that?
That's something I would say, quite
he's
frankly.
An elf. Yeah,
but
okay.
He's not an elf. He's in Elf and directed Elf. And he was talking about, I forget, I think it might have been on Smartlist. And they asked him, did as you were making it, did you realize that you were making a Christmas classic? Like, this is like, I know it's a different type of movie, but Miracle on 34th Street,
Yeah.
you know, all of that kind of, it's like all of them.
Yeah.
And he's like, quite frankly, yes.
He did.
That he knew that they had something very special.
Wow, he created a classic.
Yeah.
And Peter
Yes.
Dinklage is in that movie.
Yep.
And I had
Funny.
a debate with my friend about this. Is Peter Dinklage the most recognizable person on the planet? Because not only is he small, he's a little person, he's also quite famous. So it's like, so he told this story one time. He was on the streets of New York City. He's walking around getting stopped every other second because nerds talking to him for Game of Thrones. Leonardo DiCaprio walks by, no one gives him a second look because he's in hats and glasses. You can't do that if you're Peter Dinklage.
You can't hide. It's like being 7'2".
Yeah.
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 You can't
Like,
hide.
being Shaq.
Yeah.
So the answer to the question, most famous person on earth, it's always usually one of two people.
Messi, Ronaldo?
No.
LeBron?
Pope?
It's the Pope or the President of the United States.
Oh, okay.
Those are the two most recognizable faces on earth, and it's probably the Pope.
I'm trying to say recognizable, not popular.
Yeah.
Like if you saw this person walking in the street and
I could not miss Peter Dinklage.
No,
Yeah,
none of us could. But
Yeah.
if Peter Dinklage walked through China, do people know who he is?
they like Game of Thrones over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Africa?
Probably.
Maybe.
South America? Like the Pope goes through a lot of these places, and
They know him.
Yeah,
That's- it's different. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
But
he's on the list for
exactly.
sure.
Yes.
It's like he can't hide.
I guess James Caan hated Will Ferrell during the making of that movie.
I heard about that.
Yeah, like really, like, dude, you got to tone it down. This is you're
Did you not
ruining
know what
this.
movie you signed up for?
And he's like, and then he finally saw the movie when it was all put together and done. He's like, you were right, I was wrong.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's like being on a set with Jim Carrey and like, why are you so amped up?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they hired me to do.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Also, Zoe Deschanel is nearly unrecognizable because she has blonde hair in that movie.
She's in that movie?
She's the maid love interest. And she has blonde hair, and so you can barely recognize her because you only know her as the brunette with the bangs.
Yeah.
Santa!
Also, Travis, by the way, what's our score looking up?
Oh, right, yeah. It is tight, DeMarco. You
Is it?
ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
It got very interesting. Not for me, but for the three of you. I have 27 points.
Oh.
The rest of you All three of you.
Are we tied?
Have 42.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But games to watch this weekend for some separation is the Buccaneers and the Steelers. You two picked the 49ers and the Commanders. I picked Bucs and the Steelers, so that's going to really swing some things.
See? I feel like Mookie Betts. The fact that I'm tied. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I still don't understand why he's going to play the infield, but that's we can continue to talk about that. Livy Dunn and Paul Skeens will be the guest game pickers on College Game Day at LSU this upcoming weekend. Who does LSU play, Em? Do you know off the top of your head?
I'm going to look it up.
She'll look it up. I like that a lot. I like the guest game picker.
Me too.
I think that's... Have you never did it, did you?
No.
Yeah.
Alabama LSU. So big game.
What a great game to pick.
In LSU.
In LSU? You better pick LSU.
Who's more
Even if
famous?
you're lying.
Paul Skeens or Livy Dunn?
For me?
Sure.
She is.
Okay.
At LSU, also Livy.
Yes.
Probably. He's pretty famous at LSU, too. I mean, I know she's like a social media. She's is it Viore that she does the commercials for, I think. And she's beautiful, and she's an athlete and all those things. Paul Skeens is a very, very famous LSU alum.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But if they were walking by together, I wouldn't see him.
I would. I'm a nerd. I'd be like, I think that's Paul Skeens. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, there's Livy
If
Dunn,
we're just
too.
going straight numbers here, Livy Dunn has 5.3 billion followers. Paul Skeens has 559,000.
Okay, that's probably a big difference. But
He's
here's
got
the
a
thing:
better fastball, though.
How many times has Livy Dunn been in the baseball reference grid?
There you go.
Zero.
Exactly,
That's
you're right.
That's right. And Paul Skeens frequently.
How many times did you walk the MLB red carpet for All-Star, though? Same amount of times as
1-1.
Paul. Yeah.
1-1. Yeah, that's tied. Not to bring it down too much, but 1991, today in 1991, Magic Johnson announced that he was HIV positive in a nationally televised news conference. DeMarco, you and I are virtually the same age. We were both in college, both sophomores in college at the time. And it's one of those moments, I remember my mom and dad talking about, you remember where they were when John F. Kennedy was assassinated and the moon landing. Like, these are before our time, but for you and me and people roughly our age, this is one of those things that you'll never forget when and where you were when you heard that.
Man, I remember it rocked the entire dorm, the campus, the whole world. But we were on a national championship run. We were undefeated. We were having a lot of fun, like a lot of young college fun, stupid college fun. And then this happened.
Yeah.
It changed my whole life, changed our whole life.
Well, not to be too, I don't even know what to call it, but I put it to you this way. I didn't think that in 1991 on November 7th, I didn't think on November 7th, 2024, we'd be talking about Magic Johnson being
alive.
A part of our daily life.
Yes.
It was not going to go like that. And not only is he here, he's thriving and he's Magic and it's awesome. And everybody's the most popular person in Los Angeles. He could probably run for mayor and win in a landslide and God knows what else. But
That's why I say, with your kids in college, give them a lot of leeway. Because there was a time when I thought that you couldn't get this. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how we lived. Yes,
it was a time when I remember walking into the training room at UCSB. I was coming. It was before practice. I was walking to the training room to get rubbed down or whatever, and everybody was staring at the TV in the training room like, did you not hear? I'm like,
right,
because this was pre-cell phone. You had to be in front of a TV or a radio or something. And sure enough, it's like, wait, what? And for days, weeks, the mood was just crazy.
We were getting ready to play SC. Yeah.
What a testament to Magic Johnson
for sure.
being willing to be the face of this. Being like,
100%.
Hey, I'm honest with this. This is what happened. And just imagine how different we would be if he decided to keep that a secret, or if he
came down here to play SC that same weekend.
No kidding.
We came down here. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Steph Curry set a then NBA record in 2016, most three-point field goals in a game with 13. He has since had that record taken from him by his former teammate Klay Thompson, who made 14. Ireland just sat down. John, am I out of my mind in thinking that, and I know that 14 threes in a game is bananas.
Right.
I get that.
Right.
It feels oddly low to me considering how many threes they take.
Does it say there what year Klay did that?
We looked at
2018.
2018.
I cannot believe nobody in 6 years has broken that record.
Wow.
that somebody just hasn't got in, and even Steph, insanely hot.
Yeah.
And broken that record.
Like 20, and I know that's 60 points on nothing but threes, but that
Right.
doesn't feel unattainable. But
Yeah, I'm sure some guys have had opportunities. They just didn't make all 14.
But I mean, Kobe had that record for a while.
Yeah.
When it was at 12.
Wow.
And then Clay broke it with 14. I'm surprised. I mean, the Celtics are taking 53s a game. Maybe Jason Tatum will do it.
In baseball, they'll do goofy things like when the season is, when you're out of the pennant race and you're playing another team that's out of the pennant race, sometimes they'll like, we're going to have our guy play every position tonight.
Or draw names out of a hat.
Right. Draw names out of a hat. We're going to put guys all over. But like Burt Campaneris is a handful of guys. Like,
Mookie could probably do it. I don't know if he could play catcher, but he could probably do it.
It happens occasionally. Like you wonder in the NBA, like late in the year, two teams that are out of it, and somebody says, guys, I'm going to try to make 23.
Why not?
Why not? Every time we get the ball, I'm going to shoot a 3.
Yeah, and there are some guys who are so good at shooting threes now that if that record doesn't fall in the next 2 years, I'll be shocked. But it's been 6 years.
Although, can I interrupt and say I needed one more 3 from Clay last night in order to hit my sleeper parlay. I missed it by 1.
What was the parlay? What would you have won?
Let's see. It would have been 9 times
Real
my money
or fake money?
No, real money. This is on sleeper. Yeah, no, it was like a 6-leg parlay.
It's real money. It hurts a little more.
I had
the first 5 legs of a 6-leg parlay.
You would have won a 4. What does that even pay?
16 parlay.
How much money did you put down?
Just $10.
But still, I
$10
bet 6
times-
Did it pay $1,000?
Yeah.
It had to be close.
It had
to
to be
it.
6 legs.
Well,
I didn't look at the exact payout. I play one every day, but 6 legs.
Emily, look that up. Just what does a 6-leg parlay pay? It's got to be 20 to 1 at least.
It's got to be more.
I
wouldn't
more
be
like
surprised
40
if
to 1.
It might be 100 to 1.
It's 45 to 1.
Yeah, okay.
$45.
So you would have won $450.
$450.
Wow.
That's not bad.
On $10.
That's $450. It's not $4,500, right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
$450.
it's $450. Yeah.
If you bet 10.
If I bet 10,
Yeah.
that's all I bet was 10. I play at $10
Hey, that would have been the
ticket every
best
day on
investment of $10 ever.
Hell yeah.
You'd have to do it 44 more times to lose money.
Exactly.
If you hit it once, you're on the right side of it.
Brian Cohen hit a sleeper bet on Monday night. He hit a 4-legger on Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
That's
good
why
for
you got a
By the way,
haircut.
DeMarco,
Brian's
where you
really
got
good
the
at it.
haircut.
Yeah.
I think this game tonight is going to be great, even though Cincinnati has been bad this year.
Oh, yeah.
I love watching
Cincinnati
Joe
and
Burrow.
Baltimore, I
Yeah,
think that's a
always good.
huge shootout.
I
Always
love watching
good.
Joe Burrow play. I love watching Lamar play. This is going to be fun. This is a popcorn game.
Yeah, this is, by the way,
Yeah.
a rare, really good Thursday night game. Normally, the Thursday
Well,
night
actually,
games
this
kinda
year they've
stink.
been okay.
They've been
Have they been
better.
all right?
Yeah,
The
like they had
Rams
one-
Vikings on
Oh,
Thursday
Rams-
night
They
was
had
good.
one
This was a good
between
game, yeah.
the, I want to say the Falcons and the Saints. Or Falcons and the Bucks. Somebody, 3-4 weeks ago, it was like the game of the year. Kirk
I'm
Cousins.
glad they didn't get rid of it. They were trying to get rid of Thursday night. They
No,
said it was
they'll
unsafe.
never give up Thursday
Yeah,
night.
but they said it was unsafe.
If
Yeah.
nothing else, they're going to add games.
Right.
I think it's more
There's
likely
more money in it, right?
I think it's more likely they add Tuesday night than they subtract Thursday night.
Probably.
I think they'd look for another night.
You
of
guys
like
have heard me
Thursday.
say this 100 times. I think we are not far off from having NFL football 7 nights a week.
I think we won't.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
No, people would watch. I think
yeah.
we won't because, like, Friday nights they've always kind of left for high school.
High school.
They already
Saturday.
play on. I'm not saying
they're
you're going to have
playing
a
on
Friday night
this
every
year,
week.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
I'm saying that we will. Friday they play twice a year now.
And Saturdays, once
Saturday,
college gets
Sundays,
done,
Monday.
they load it up.
The only thing that's
Yeah.
left is Tuesday and Wednesday. That's it.
That's true. Yeah,
Well,
good
you know,
point.
the
How
one
do you
thing
make
they're
that
working
happen?
on,
Yeah.
Goodell has talked about this a little bit. They want to add, I know you hate international games, John. A lot
I
of
do.
people hate international games.
Did you see what they got this weekend?
No, what do they got?
Carolina Giants in Germany.
Oh, and when you get to Germany, it's a German throwdown. No, they are going to add an international game to everybody's schedule.
Yeah, hate it.
so that they can have quadruple headers on Sundays.
Because you can start at 6 in the morning.
Start at 6
yeah.
in the morning our time, 9 o'clock back east, and all of a sudden you've got game. In that
I love
context,
that. Yeah,
I mean,
I
in that
love that.
context, it does make sense.
Can you guys remember?
As long as everybody has to do
Wall-to-wall
it.
football.
Yeah.
I love
Not,
it. Yeah.
not just one team, not just two teams. Everybody team has to do it.
Can you guys recall a thing that a league introduced and then dropped? Like, was there
like
for
the
what?
kickoff rule?
Like, well, no, I'm not saying for 1 year, but
that.
like Thursday Night Football has been a part of it. It's not going back. Monday Night Football was kind of an experiment. It hit and never went back. Sunday Night Football, same thing. Like, once they put it in and
like
it
a
hits,
schedule? Yeah.
Once they change the schedule and it clearly is like, okay, that works, they don't take it out.
By the way, that quadruple header thing is based on the concept of adding another game to the season. So the final game added,
which they'll absolutely
the
do.
18th game would be an
well,
international
kind
game.
of on this subject. This is what a vision. You guys remember the name Tex Schramm? He ran the Cowboys.
Yeah, legend.
This is a story somebody when I was working down in Texas told me that the NFL, Pete Rozelle was commissioner, and he had a meeting and he said, "Guys, we're going to play games on Thanksgiving Day," and every owner went, "Nope, don't want to do it." So he goes, "We'll make a fortune. It'll become a tradition. People will sit around every year and watch football," and William Clay Ford, who ran the Lions, goes, "I'll do it. I'm in."
Yeah.
And Tex Schramm was just sitting there listening to all these owners say, "Guys, this is a terrible idea. People want to be with their families on Thanksgiving. Your employees want to be with their families. We cannot do this." And Tex Schramm just sat there, and somebody said, Tex Schramm goes, "I'll tell you what. The Cowboys will do it. But if we do it, we get right of refusal to do it in perpetuity. We want to do it forever." And William Clay Ford goes, "Me too."
Right.
And they went, and everybody went, "You guys want this game?" They go, "Not only do we want it, you guys aren't
never
being
get it."
visionaries.
Right.
Yeah, you can't have
we
it.
get to decide if we ever don't want to play on
And
Thanksgiving.
so now there's 3 games on Thanksgiving.
Right.
They've added a third.
Yeah. By the way, go ahead, and I got a couple questions for you about your show.
I want to bonk it.
Oh, yeah, bonk away.
Little super crosstalk, Jorge, please. Bonk.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
What can I help you out with, Mace? What are your questions?
Travis brought something interesting up during the show. Yeah, very interesting.
Don't act so surprised.
So there are, and I never noticed them before, instructions on how to wash
Wait
your
a minute.
hands.
How
in the
did you two
bathroom.
idiots never
I
notice this
have
before?
never seen
never
the
saw it.
instructions.
Okay,
Yeah. Never
maybe
saw it.
because Michael and I were the only people coming in studio during COVID.
Right.
And by the way, Trav, that's the origin of it, is
Yeah.
that people normally, when they wash their hands, I guarantee you, next time you wash your hands, do this. The idea was keep washing for 20 seconds. Most people wash for 5.
Yeah.
If 5.
If that. Yeah.
And so they said that's not enough. Before we knew what the virus was, that's not enough to shake a virus. Do 20 seconds.
Right.
And those have been up since 2020.
See,
I noticed them
never noticed
today.
it. Yeah, I never. And by the way, and I did not know how to wash my hands until today.
Well, you
when I
gotta-
noticed
well,
the
everybody-
washing.
primer.
Everybody
Stop
has
that.
blind spots of just things that you, for whatever reason, don't. Like Jorge was telling that story about how Brenda drives by a 7-Eleven every day and does. That's
Yeah.
me. I'll drive by a place and somebody goes, like I remember I was saying to somebody, I needed to go. Lisa's car needed service, and we bought it. She has a Mercedes, and we bought it from downtown LA Motors. And shout out to Tim Musica, the guy who runs that place. He's awesome. But I didn't have time to bring it all the way to downtown. And I go, there's got to be a Mercedes dealership nearby. And Gary, my neighbor, goes, "You mean the one that's a 2-minute walk on the corner of Rosecrans and Sepulveda or whatever?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "Go look." And I drove by literally
great.
less than a quarter of
Just
a mile
don't even
from my
know.
house.
Yeah.
Just drove by it 2,500 times, never knew it.
You made me feel good, Mace. I'm glad you didn't see it either. Thank
Right,
you.
I had no
Yes.
idea. I had no
Wouldn't
idea,
say
and
no.
now I know how to wash my hands. Emily, okay, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So Emily, I was listening to Factor Cap. She was on Hinge, and saw a well-known athlete on Hinge.
Yes.
All right, so first of all, Em, explain Hinge. What makes Hinge different from Match.com?
Hinge is one you go to kind of to find the connotation is you're finding someone to be a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Right.
It's not looking
Relationships.
for
Relationships.
It's not like
driven,
Tinder.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Though I have seen this person on Tinder as well.
Oh,
but
Who is this?
Fish with more than one pole, DeMarco.
they're usually everywhere. But Hinge has prompts.
And this guy's using his regular name?
Okay. Now,
and his profession is listed.
did you swipe whatever way you need to swipe to try to meet this person?
Yeah.
Did you
did not get a response. But
Didn't get a response?
Yeah.
But also doesn't have it happen. It was like last night, so it was.
What
whatever.
sport? Baseball?
I'm not going to say the sport.
I'm thinking basketball.
Did she tell you guys off the air? Or you don't know.
No.
She has told me, yes.
Oh, has she told you?
Yes.
Would we ever guess it? Do you think? If we each had 5 guesses, will we guess it?
Let's find out.
All right.
Emily,
I'll go first. Because
Let's do 3 guesses.
Okay. If I gave you the sport,
all right, I'll go first. Okay. And if we get it, you'll tell us, right? But you're not going to tell us if we don't get it.
Sure.
Well, he knows too.
Yeah,
Travis knows.
Look, he's on
I
there.
have a guess.
It's not a secret.
Yeah.
He's
Sure.
on there.
You're just going to go straight to a guess.
Yeah, I have a guess.
Okay.
Do you want to say? Do you want to ask one yes or no question and then guess?
No, guess.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
boy.
a good guess.
You
Okay.
would not have swiped anywhere.
Yeah, that's a
No.
good
She would
But
have
it would've
thrown her
been funny.
phone into a
All right,
bucket of acid.
Mace, take a shot.
Okay. I am going to say it is Austin Reeves.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
DeMarco?
Take a shot.
I already said it's not Angel Reese.
It's not.
Okay.
Oh, but it's
No,
male.
right.
You've determined it's
That's
male,
male.
right?
Oh,
This is a male. Yes.
I said Kevin Durant then.
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So my
So
second
we
guess.
struck
I have
out.
2 guesses
Yeah.
left, right? Okay. Oh, can I ask one yes or no question? Is it a current or former athlete?
Current.
Okay.
Okay, so that eliminates my guess of
athlete.
Chad Ochocinco.
Chad Ochocinco.
I don't have my age.
Oh,
cut that
let me
wide.
ask a question.
Okay.
Is it an LA athlete?
Yes.
Ah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that
That
narrows
narrows
LA
it down.
based.
That narrows it
Oh,
down a lot.
geez.
Okay,
Narrows it down.
I'm thinking
Oh,
Dodgers,
no.
Rams,
Now we
Lakers,
gotta take a shot.
Clippers.
I'm out.
I'm trying to remember like who's married and who's single.
That's
and...
not all. There's Chargers, there's Angels, there's Ducks, there's Kings, there's
yeah.
there's a
That's-
lot.
So
that's-
it's a
We're off the
Charger.
scent.
It's a Charger?
No, I said he just listed 3 teams. I said there's many more teams than
Right,
that.
true.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take this is a, but I don't know if this guy is attached.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't know who's
All right,
attached and
I'll
who.
I'll take a shot because he's a free spirit.
Yeah.
And I think this would be something he would not blink at. My second guess, Puka Nakua.
No, he has a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend.
Okay.
Not-
So
not
my
Puka.
second guess, Andy Pajes.
Oh, great guess. I kind of wanted to be Pies,
That would
quite
actually
frankly.
be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, DeMarco, you want to guess?
Is your guy Banda on there?
I don't know. No, Banda has a lady. Like,
Okay.
Banda has a
okay.
lady.
Okay.
So-
All right.
Not Banda.
And tattoos and a crazy mask. He has all of that stuff.
All right.
And very muscular.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Very.
I'm trying to think of somebody that is just out there. You know, that is
just
unapologetic,
randomly out
uniquely
there.
himself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, which is
You're on the right path.
okay. Somebody that
No more hints, Travis.
No.
Uniquely himself is on the right
Uniquely
path.
He's himself.
Uniquely himself.
He's himself.
Uniquely
He's not. There's
himself.
no.
see, like I
pretense.
was going to say Yasiel Puig if he was still playing.
Yeah. But he's
would like
current
fit-
LA athlete.
It's
Not
not
Puig.
It's not.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Okay, I'll take one.
Did we talk about him today?
I don't
Braden
think so.
Fisk.
Oh, okay.
It is not Braden Fisk.
All right.
Okay.
Take a shot. It was either Verse or Fisk. Verse, Fisk. One of those really good young defenders.
They're very good players.
Yeah, very good players.
Okay. My last guess. My last and final guess. Dicker the kicker.
No.
It's not him.
So
Dicker.
We have the we have
Wait
Dicker
a
the
minute.
kicker
Yeah.
and Party Cardi.
Yeah, Cardi Party.
Cardi Party.
Yes.
Yeah, every time he lines one up.
Yeah.
He's been pretty good.
He has.
I think he
been
missed
fine.
an
Yes.
extra point, missed a field goal that I can think of, but otherwise he's been pretty
Now,
solid.
punt
But
team needs work.
kicking
Yes.
has been awesome. In
By
the
the way,
NFL
is
this
Ethan
year.
Evans back for this week? I didn't even know he was
It's
going to be
also
out
not
until
Ethan
I
He
saw
was
it.
in illness.
It's not
last
Ethan
week.
Evans.
Can I tell you
Okay.
something that's going to screw me up?
Oh,
all
DeMarco's
day?
got one more guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You do you have a name, or I think we're guessed out.
It's. You said free spirit, right?
Free spirit.
Free
Yes.
spirit
Free
type guy.
spirit.
Have we talked about him before on the show?
Don't.
Yes,
Okay.
but not today.
Not today.
Garoppolo?
Free
No.
spirit.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
You know what's funny? My wife, who is not a big sports fan, one time walks by the TV and goes, "Who's that?" And I went, "It's Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a quarterback. He was playing for the Niners." And she goes, "He is not unattractive."
Yeah.
And my wife very
Yeah.
rarely speaks up about stuff like that. And so imagine what the girls who are thirsty are saying.
Oh, my
John,
God.
the exact same exchange took place in my living room.
With Susan?
Who is that? That's Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. He's
Like she noticed.
very good looking. I'm
Yeah.
like, he
I
is.
can tell you, Juan knows exactly who Jimmy Garoppolo is.
And he's the same way. Like
I
he doesn't
have no
couldn't
clue.
name a lot of players. Could name him.
The other guy, what Dodger came up a lot?
Banda?
Bandit? No. Kiermaier.
Oh, yeah, well, he's
The
got the
ladies
eyes.
love
Kiermaier has the
Kiermaier.
eyes.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got the very, very blue eyes.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Who's the guy?
We'll never know.
You got to go down every roster of every team and just start firing through
That's
it along
tough.
the way.
That's tough.
Real quick before we dip out, Mookie Betts returning to the infield is
Less wear and tear on his body.
okay.
The first step to the Dodgers signing a big free agent outfielder. I don't necessarily think it's Soto, but I think they are going to sign an outfielder, or else why would Brandon Gomes put that out there?
I think that's it.
I think they're going to bring back Teoscar Hernandez,
I hope
and
so.
they're going to go get somebody else.
Teoscar's going to be tough.
Teoscar's going to get a big deal.
I mean,
from
are you
somebody.
willing to go 5 years
No,
on
okay,
Teoscar
but
Hernandez?
think about
Unfortunately,
this.
I'm not.
Yeah, me either.
If Teoscar goes and Mookie goes to the infield, they're not putting an outfield out there of Pages, Kiermaier, and Chris Taylor. They will go get somebody.
Kiermaier's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
But Pages, Outman could be a regular part of your outfield.
No. What I was thinking, not Outman, but Edman. If Mookie moves to short, play Edman in center.
Mookie's most likely landing spot in the infield is at second. I think the odd
And
man
then
out.
Gavin
in
Lux
this whole-
moves out?
Lux. Yeah.
Gavin Lux is the odd man out in all of these maneuvers. Edman's going to shuttle back and forth between short and center, depending on who's pitching and who else you want to have on the field. The hole in this situation is in right field. And I think what you said, I think it's the first domino.
Yeah.
Right, of what's going to happen next. Because the Dodgers just won the World Series with Mookie Betts in right field, and he saved them runs. He prevented extra bases from the opposition. He played as good of a right field as you could, and that we're going to mess around with that. There has to be a
Mason
good
talks
reason.
about this all the time, that most baseball fans don't pay attention to defense, and it's literally half the game.
Yeah, the Dodgers definitely do.
And if you have it right, look what happened to the Yankees. They kicked the ball around, and it cost them a game, a World Series game. The Dodgers just don't give games away defensively, which is, I think, by design.
Joe Kelly torched the Yankees. I don't know if you guys heard him on his podcast.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. He basically
I heard he did, but I didn't hear what he said.
What he said was, and I'm paraphrasing here, it was basically it was a mismatch from the start. They're a sloppy team. We're not. They're very laissez-faire about their defense, their base running. They were going to run into outs and give us extra bases. We knew it was going to happen. We just had to play the games. And then he went and talked about Mookie, how Mookie plays right field perfectly, et cetera, et cetera. So he basically said what we're saying.
I'm very curious what the Yankees are going to do to run it back. If Soto goes to the Mets, which is what I'm thinking,
possible.
I think that the Mets are just going to pay him whatever he wants.
They're losing 3 bullpen arms.
And
they're losing
they're
2 other everyday players.
Anthony Rizzo's not coming back.
Gone.
Yeah.
They might sign Pete Alonso.
Oh, Pete Alonso. That's interesting.
See, I think the Mets are going to keep Alonso and sign Soto.
They might, but Alonso's a free agent, so they
that guy, Steve Cohen, who owns the Mets, is basically Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
He's got more money than anybody else in the league.
Toilets.
Yep.
You know who's a free agent? Cody Bellinger.
You're welcome to him.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great year, did he?
Wow.
No,
he
has
not had a great year.
266, 18 homers, 78
separated
RBIs.
his shoulder, which seems to be
He's never been the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. Super Crosstalk.